thing is we've got two brand new nugget strands. First is tanzanite, and the second, a most amazing chip strand of emerald. They're both beautiful. Deal of the day is a gemstone that I've never seen before. And I've been told not to say anything, but I'm going to tell you all. Chrome tourmaline. I've just seen a photograph of it. It looks beautiful. But what I'm really here to tell you about is myself and Eleanor are going to be relaunching brand new, and it's going to be one of my favourites, Ava beads, all the way from the Czech Republic. We've got 5 brand new colours combined into kits. We've bought all the jewellery, we've got the DVD, we've got everything you could possibly need to work with these amazing Czech beads. So that's Tuesday morning, the 27th, the morning show, Ava beads, brand new chips and nuggets, a most amazing deal of the day. Join myself and Eleanor from 8. We'll see you then.
Jewellery Makers, this weekend is August Bank Holiday and we have a jam-packed weekend for you. We've got aquamarine trilliants, very excited to bring you those. Tanzanite, alexandrite is back in stock, so definitely one for the collectors. And over the course of the entire weekend, it's all about the scoops. We've got findings for scoops as your deal of the day. We've got gemstones for scoops as your deal of the day. It's going to be fun. It's going to be packed. Make sure you tune in this August Bank Holiday.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Join me this coming Bank Holiday Monday. I have got 3 of the most amazing strands coming your way. I've got the most amazing strand of moonstone I think I've ever seen in my life. I've got beautiful blue zircon, but I've also got alexandrite. I know, I don't know how I got it either. It's absolutely gorgeous. All 3 of those strands coming up this Bank Holiday Monday. Join me from 8 o'clock. It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and The Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Jewellery Maker, good evening. How are you today? How's your day been? You been working? Has it been a long one? Don't worry. I've been doing some work. Well, I mean, I don't want to overdo it. I've been doing some work. Some.
How's your day been, Dan?
Been okay, thank you.
Yeah. Are you going to plan on being as unprofessional as you were yesterday evening?
We'll try and be as professional as possible.
Right, if you could be more professional today, that'd be great. What about yourself, Michael? Planning on being professional today?
Well, obviously.
Obviously. Yeah, he is actually very, very professional, isn't he, Michael? Very professional. Tell you what, today has been a bit of a treat. I haven't worked with Jo before, and she had some beautiful shibori pieces. Myself and Sylvia have crossed like ships in the night a few times before. And, well, I say crossed like ships in the night. Normally
it's goodbye, hasn't it, really?
Yeah. Normally it's like, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, look at this piece. It's amazing. Sylvia, it is an absolute pleasure to be with you today, in particularly as you have brought so many little goodies in with you today.
Well, a few.
There for you. I can't wait to show you these. You're just going to be smiling from ear to ear. I've already found a couple of things that if I were a borrower, I'd be wearing. They are incredible pieces of not just jewellery, actually, which is quite interesting to talk about with seed beads. Would you say that seed beads and kind of sculptural almost pieces go hand in hand too?
Oh, definitely.
You've got some incredible pieces that the lovely Sylvia is going to be making for sure today. You've got even more out on your board now than you had before.
I have. These are a bit smaller.
We have got loads of crafts coming up for you.
Becky,
Can
now.
I give you a few little heads up? Sorry, who am I? No, good question, team. Thank you. Hello. My name is Rebecca Redican, but you can call me Becky. And this afternoon, or this evening, should I say now, I have got so much coming up for you. I've got some sneaky little treats. I have got some things I've been showing you on the mid-show. This is one thing I did not show you because the manager's listening. We're not meant to have this. This was hidden. The Russian. Ooh, fling it about. I have got so much to come. Sylvia, are you warm?
Yes. I'm always hot in here.
Oh, you wait a moment. I'm like the polar bear of JewelleryMaker. The
Really?
colder that fan is on, the better it is.
Oh,
Joe was
well.
getting a little bit cold, so he took
I
it
can
up.
see
I
we're
was just
gonna get on
thinking.
well then.
I'm just thinking. I'm melting in here. You get your fan out. Okay. I've got the team that usually on a Thursday I try and get away from, but I just couldn't today. I am with my gorgeous late show team. I am joined by the wonderful Dan. How are you, Dan?
I'm okay, thanks.
He's good. Yeah, good. Thank you for asking. I've got the lovely Liam in with us today. Hey up, Pop It Chops. Looking for love, Liam. I've also got the glamazon that is my director, Kerry, our gorgeous Kerry. And today we've got Michael on floor, and we have got a load of treats to bring you. So let's start with last of stock. If I may. Let me show you. Look at this. First start by praise. Not praise opal, not Christ praise, just praise. 50 carats for you today in your hexagonals. Mother Nature is so cool. More about that later. Something to look forward to. Right, let me... Oh, this is fabulous. Let me show you this. I have got for you today your antique clasps. Sylvia.
Yes.
Obviously, Beaders Guild, you take this the right way. You know your way around a set of seed beads, don't you?
I hope so.
Yeah. Can I ask you, because I've never tried sort of seed beading as of yet. It's something I'm trying to sort of looking to get into.
Okay.
Would these kind of clasps that have the three kind of joining points be useful for
Oh, yeah.
seed beading?
Yeah.
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 Because I think if you're going to do like a cuff or a bangle, this again could just be me, but I usually think most class just go to one point, don't they? But actually, with ones like this, with 3 different attachment points, surely, is there more strength, do you think?
Well, there's more support for sure if you're doing something that's wider. You know,
Okay,
if you've
word.
only got one sort of fixed in the centre of a wide cuff, you're just going to have the corners folding over on you. So
Great point.
more support.
More support. That's
More
the perfect
support.
word for it. I have got for you here £8.89p. Woo! And that is for everything you can see on screen, which includes the end connectors. It also includes the extender chain and the lobster claw clasp, but it also includes loads of these 2 bolt ring clasps as little extra additions. Also, I like these little droppers on the end. Small things in life are like £8.89p. Stop it. Stop it. We're not talking about Dan dropping his food yesterday night as he did.
Oh dear.
It was a specific food that he dropped, and basically we were very immature and ended up giggling all show. It was a vegetarian sausage he dropped on the floor. Well, that set us off for the entire show. Let me bring to you now. Oh, love this colour. Love this colour. Look at this. Oh. Relaxing individual agate. We do not usually bring you agate this delicate, do we? Not as a general rule. As a general rule. We have got for you here, well, when I think of agates, I think of huge, chunky monkey, big designs. You have one and you're on your way. These ones, though, almost like a seed bead side, actually, which is kind of cool. I am bringing to you today your beautiful, genuine agate with that colour applied to add a little je ne sais quoi. And we're bringing it to you today at £5.95. There is something for me. About blue and gold that pairs together so beautifully. I think these seed beads look like, are they called ghost carp? I think they are, like a queen carp with that kind of, have you ever seen them? It's nice that. Anyway, they're coming up for you. Keep dialing. And Kerry! Should we do them seed beads? Yeah, go on. And Kerry! I sent you a slide this morning, didn't I? What did you think about my joke? All right. I have to attach jokes to emails for my team, or else they complain really. Which is your favourite joke that I've done on your email recently, Dan? Can you think of one?
Far too many.
Far too many. I quite like the Switzerland one myself. The Switzerland one was what are good things about Switzerland? I don't know, but the flag's a big plus. Oh, that's quite good. Thank you, Sylvia. My favourite one recently. Let me bring to you this colour. Sylvia,
Sorry.
tell us a little bit about ATOs in this colour. What do you like about these?
Sunshine.
Love it.
Can't go wrong with a bit of gold, really.
No.
I know it says yellow, but you know it's in the gold.
I agree with you. It's the gold
Thing.
category, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's not yellow, is it?
No, it's not. Definitely not. I have got for you beauty and quality of those golden sun ray colours. They look divine. They are luxury, expensive looking. They are, though, only £3.95. We have got that beauty and that quality that's going to be great for your seed beading. And of course, we are going to be getting crafty with the lovely Sylvia in a bit. Kerry, anyway, that email, you know I sent you slide 1? Dan did them. Mm-hmm. Did he, Dan?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you mind if we show that slide? Because I'd like you to text in, if you don't mind. If you don't mind. Have a little look at these engagement rings. It's a simple question. Simple. I would like you, if you don't mind, to text in or message in at JewelleryMaker.com and put them in price order. It's quite easy. Beautiful engagement rings. They're all engagement rings. Text in. You have a go, Liam. 60777. Put them in price order, low to high. Which do you think is, so you'll go, the lowest price you think is the first one you do and then all the way along. Yeah, have a little think. You have a little play as well, Liam. Write them down what you think. Anyway, where to, my love? Ooh. February birthstone. What's your birthstone? What month are you born, Sylvia?
October.
Oh, I'm so jealous of October babies. You get opal as your birthstone.
I do indeed.
That is just the coolest. So jealous. I am a February baby, which means we get something that's a little, well, very well known like opal too. And it is your amethyst.
Well, I'm quite jealous of that, actually.
Are you?
Well, I do like a bit of purple.
Oh my gosh, how weird is this? On the day that I asked to get a very last minute, I get asked to do a very last minute double, and it was literally like, you know, last night. Quick, can you do a double tomorrow? I get to work with two purple ladies. I'm a purple lady myself as well. Sylvia's in, purple nails, purple top. Jo was in before, preaching purple as well. It's a very purpley day today. It's all about the purple.
All about the
We're
purple.
bringing to you £6.95 on these ones today. I love the colour purple. What is it about purple? I know this is a weird question, Sylvia, but what is it about the colour purple?
It's just such a rich colour. And part of me did it as a bit of rebellion, really. Because you know the old poem, when I'm old, I'll wear purple.
No, I don't think I do.
Find that poem. When I'm old, I shall wear purple. I decided to start early.
Oh, I love that! Oh my gosh, I'll have to find that poem. That sounds brilliant. Oh my gosh, maybe that could be me. Oh yeah, you find it and read it to me. Thanks. Oh, I love that. £6.95 for the rebel in you. Zoe, are you 56? That's your code on it. Can I definitely do number 4 as well in this hour, please? Really? We're going to try and get through all of them. Tiger's Eye. Arr. Wild Thing. Bow, 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 bow. Do you know what I really like about Tiger's Eye? Most of you probably agree. It's the chatoyancy. This, as I spin this, can you see? It almost looks like the ripples are moving internally. That is not because it's banded. If I move it that way, see, it almost looks holographic. That is natural. Isn't that incredible? That is what we refer to as chatoyancy. Basically, a good way to describe it is, you know, if you're good at skimming stones, and you skim stones across water and they kind of go across the surface. It's a bit like that, but with light. £7.95 for you on this one today. You love a bit of Tiger's Eye, actually, don't you, Liam? You use it in stretchies and stuff. Yeah, just made loads of stretchies ready for Monday. How are you today, lovely Liam? I haven't looked at your face yet. Dan, do you mind if we get a shot on Liam's lovely face? I've had loads of donuts, he says today. Stand up so I can see your lovely face. You're so dramatic. This is my gorgeous producer, Liam. That's it. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Oh, I didn't see you there. Lovely Liam has joined us this evening. He has been making stretchy bracelets for a little treat for you. And yeah, Tiger's Eye is a perfect one. And you've done some beautiful bracelets. Do you still have that Tiger's Eye bracelet? Yeah. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's really lovely. Where did that come from? Da, 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 da. Beryl. Beryl! Beryl is the name of a family of gemstones. I always think this is quite important. I know that you, if you've been watching us for years, you know all this already, but I think it's important. You know, we have new people coming in all the time. I think it's important that we're all on an equal peg. My last name is Redican. My first name is Rebecca. You may well be shocked to know that not everybody in my family is also called Rebecca Redican. My dad, yeah, I know, hold on to your hats. I know. My dad's not called Rebecca, nor is my mum. It'd be very confusing. No, he's called Phil. Yeah. In fact, it's not his name. My dad's not called Phil, but everyone calls him Phil. His actual name's Robert, if you must know. But no one calls him that, including his mum. Anyway. No, yeah, we're like the Kardashians. Yeah. We are like the Kardashians. We're all double letters. We're not at all. My mum's Pam. Anyway. We love Liam! Liam, stop texting into the show. Yeah, so Beryl is a family name. So my last name is Redican, okay? Beryl's family name is Redican, but there's different members of the Beryl family. Pink is morganite, green is emerald, goshenite is kind of clear. You've got those kind of colours here. Have a little look at the quality of colours you're getting in here. So you've got kind of morganite hues, you've got the bluey ones that are like aquamarine hues, you can get heliodor hues, those are like the yellowy ones. But yeah, it's basically a really lovely collection of your beautiful gemstones, all in the same family. So basically, they're all different personalities, but they all work perfectly in together. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, £8.95 for you today. I did some memory wire for you on the mid-show. And this would go great on that memory wire, actually. Yes, I love these, love these, love these. Seed beads galore. Have a little nosy at these. First off, quite cool to use the ends of a bead cap. Second off though, dramatic earring. And where have they just gone? How have I lost somewhere? Here they are! Lovely Linda has worked with these. These are what I went to get from my bag in the break when we had 50 seconds left. No, these are Linda's. Yeah. They were in a cubbyhole before and I've just borrowed them out. But yeah, look at these. I think they look nice enough as they are. They do come with butterfly backs as well, mind you. But yeah, look how lovely they are. It's just a few seed beads on head pins, just adding a little dangle. And then she's sort of stitched into the stud section. I mean, do they look like £4.95 worth of earring? They don't, do they? I think it's a lovely look, I really do. I think it's quite sort of, I don't know, this is the type of thing I want to wang on and have a little dance. Do you know what I mean? These are boppable earrings. See what I mean? If I'm going to be wearing these and I'm going to be, you know, strutting my stuff, tripping the light fantastic. Yeah. My best dance move? Oh, probably this one. Oh, wow. I hit myself then. Yeah, well, no, it's not just that. Hang on, I've got to get it going. Got to get it going on the dance floor. I mean, already this is cool. Yeah, on the dance floor, when I'm in the clubs. Oh! Go on, Dan, what do you think? You didn't expect that of it, did you? It was good, that, wasn't it?
Brilliant.
Basically, after I do that in the club, you elbowing the men off. Get away! No, Brad! Look at that! Yeah, move away, Brad! Get off! Oh, tell you what, they're queuing up the arm. Well done, everybody, on that. Let me... What bit gets you? Sorry, yeah. Oh, I love these. It's this bit. Oh, it's that bit, is it? What? The excitement of the face. Anyway, aren't you glad you asked? Probably not. I love the Trilliant Cut gemstones. And let me just show you, Trilliant Cut rings. I'm one of those people, and Sylvia came in with these beautiful rings, and I instantly picked it up and I was like, oh my God. I'm the type of person that I would and do go out wearing 12 rings at a time. I do it quite often. Oh yeah, midi rings, demi rings, layering up the rings. I do it all the time. This, oh my God, that is gorgeous. This to me is the type of look, if I just turn it to the side, it looks like a traditional cut of ring. Do you know what I mean? So I could just have sterling silver running through this, and the way it looks is kind of trilliant cut, isn't it? Anyway. This is natural lapis lazuli. Remember, when I'm talking about natural lapis lazuli, I'm talking about something really unusual right now. Most lapis lazuli, what are you doing, Liam? Liam lazuli lying about the price. Liam, I'll say that again. Liam lazuli lying about the price. Did you like that? Thank you, Dan. I mean, it did take a second attempt, but I appreciated it. That $24.95 is an incredible price point, but actually $14.95 for you today, and you have the opportunity to get natural lapis lazuli. Can I just draw to your attention as well? Remember, these are from such remote locations that you can't get massive like trucks or anything up to these places. So they are brought down on horseback. They're brought down on horseback, which I just think is a little bit, I don't know, I just think that makes it, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I just think it makes it more interesting. Oh, I don't want to show it apparently. I'll show it, but, oh, a little bit of ASL. Hey, Liam! ASL, for anyone who does not know, is someone's messaging saying they want to know Liam's age, Liam's gender, and where he lives. 25, male, Birmingham. I will just forewarn you, because we had a lovely lady messaging yesterday once we showed Liam, and she was asking him lovely questions and, you know, kind of getting to know him, and then basically his age came out and she was like, oh, I'm double your age. And Liam said it was fine, because you're not afraid of an older woman, are you, Liam? Not afraid of an older woman? Oh, I'm not saying that. Oh. Let's move on. Okay, how about... Oh, I like this a lot. Okay, hang on, let me separate. Look at this. Lovely little frame. A beautiful 3D frame you've got here in your antique copper bezel. I really like the look of this, because I think it's basically a bezel. So use it with your resin, use it with your enamel. It's going to be beautiful. Actually though, I've separated that on purpose for you, because look, you're actually getting a full bracelet worth. So I've just opened that section there. You simply nook them back in that sort of infinity shape. And there you go, you get a bracelet of your bezels. But as you saw then, it's very simple for you to be able to separate these off, indeed. You can put a photograph in these, you can put mementos of these. For example, you know, I'm trying to think, you know, when I was younger, I grew up in the Lake District, and we used to go walking, you know, walking our dogs out and around beautiful, as you can imagine, beautiful scenic places. Imagine getting, for example, a flower from that occasion, pressing it, drying it and setting it into resin. That is going to work beautifully in a design like this. It's really going to be a memento, a memory, an occasion. £6.95 for you today if you want to grab this. £6.95 on the... Want to do the praise first? Not long on this one. Also, don't forget, got a little bit of something special coming up for you. Can we show that those engagement rings again, please, lovely Kerry? So, I need you to do me a favour. I need you to guess or text in with your guesstimation, let's say, of these. Put them in order. So lowest price to highest price, please. All you need to do is put it in order. A, B, C and D. Message us in. Let us know. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you just want to pick one and guess the price of one of them. It's up to you. Let us know. Okay, folks, I'm moving on to... How much? Wow. Okay, sorry, I'm bringing to you near perfect round pearls right now. Wow, I've just found out the price. Okay, I just want to confirm with you a few things. Numero uno, these are not glass pearls. There's nothing wrong with glass pearls at all, obviously, but these are not glass pearls. These are genuine freshwater pearls. Freshwater pearls now are the pearls that we will purchase. Remember that you can get pearls that are come out of the ocean that people will hand dye for. That kind of technique died out kind of 100 years ago, over that now actually, because it was damaging the aqueous environments, etc. What I have got for you here is your cultivated freshwater pearls. The smoothness, the quality, the beauty, the roundness of these is divine. And let me just show you, that is a necklace length. Touching at the back, necklace length. We have different guest designers here who have different, loves and different specialties. If I think about guest designers who love, love, love pearls, there are a fair few, but for example, I would classify Jan Dwyer as one and Fleur Hastings as another. Fleur makes and sells pearl jewellery. Jan makes and sells pearl jewellery. I have been, I myself, as you know, I have a crafting business. It's not in jewellery, it's something totally different. But myself and Fleur have done some of the same shows together. For example, like badminton races we've done together. And I've been over and, you have a good old natter to each other. And basically, I have been to her stand, and I'm saying this, you know me, I wouldn't lie to you, but in all honesty, there is nothing on Fleur's stand that says, as seen on JewelleryMaker. There is nothing on Fleur's stand that's like, as seen on TV. Fleur literally does it as her business off her own back. And she says that she sells about 99% of her makes to people who don't make and sell their own jewellery. They don't know of JewelleryMaker, they don't know her. Start prices for her pearls that are not necessarily perfect rounds or near rounds like these ones. Start price for a necklace, you are looking at £120 start price. They would be smaller than this, they would not be as round as this, and they would not be £19.95 only. And yet we're not stopping there. These are genuine pearls. I cannot remind you of that enough. I'm about to bring to you a sensational money-making opportunity. They are £12.95 only. Just look at how beautiful and near perfect rounds these are. And actually, I'm going to be straight with you. The way we do, what we do here at JewelleryMaker is we sort of under-offer, over-perform. And that is definitely what we've got here. It is incredible quality that you've got here. £12.95. Let me show you actually with some colours that I quite like it with. This could just be me. I'm feeling a bit magical today. Is that a bit magical? What do you think? I'm going to do that in this hour. That to me is like unicorn-esque. What do you mean? Norman the unicorn? Oh, Norma's coming through. Oh, Norma. Sorry, Norma's coming through. I thought you were like Norman the unicorn. What an odd name for a unicorn.
Does look rather glam.
It does a bit, doesn't it? Let's move on to, well done everyone, do keep dining through. Microfaceted, oh it's over here isn't it? Microfaceted morganite. Oh, these are dainty. How are you with sparkle?
I do like a bit of sparkle.
I had a feeling you did when you were bringing out those pieces before and my retinas were burnt off with all of the shine. What do you like about a strand like this?
Well, they're really tiny, so you can use them in lots of places, and they just add that bling. With just such a small amount, you don't need a lot really.
That is a brilliant point to make as well. And the thing is, when you look at little ones like this, if they were smooth, you might be inclined to think, oh, well, one's not going to make an impact. But you're completely right, Sylvia. It is super-oracle with a capital S. It kind of just one catches your eye. This is Morganite. Remember we were talking about that beryl family before? Do you remember that? We were talking about the beryl family earlier on. This is your Morganite, okay? So this is one of the members of the beryl family. When, yeah, that's an all right price. No, we're not going to stop there though, are we? Oh no, let's do it. Let's do it, only because it's last of stock, 25 for you. There are 30 exactly available right now because someone checked out already. 19.95 for you today. I think that is such a lovely strand. I think it's got real sort of zing about it. It's 19.95 for you today on this one. I think it's delicate, it's dainty, it is absolutely beautiful. It goes nicely with this charm bracelet I did earlier on actually. Can I show you a little Malteser? A little Malteser? Oh, pearls. Oh, a little teaser. Is this the strand that I've bought? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, my gosh, have I seen this before? Oh. Sometimes it's quite easy to become sort of a stroppy teenager when you're here at Jewellery Maker. Not that I am a teenager anymore. You meant to be, what do you mean no? I was expecting, as my friend, you to be like, oh my gosh, what, Bex? Not in your teenage? But you just went, no. Right, fine. But my point is, I honestly, when I see things like this, and I realise I've not seen this before, and therefore I've not been able to buy it before because it's completely escaped me. Okay, these are genuine pearls. This is not a made-up strand. This is literally how you will buy it. These are genuine pearls. Natural colours. Lavenders, natural lavender. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's a strand. That's that. Take them off, restrand them, not in between, clasp on the back. Hello. Best gift. That's the type of gift that I'd give to my grandma and she'd go, oh, Bex, you've spent too much. Oh no, you've spent far too much. She'd go, oh, no, don't worry, I'll have it back if you don't want it. Go, no, you will not. You will not. Thank you. Let me bring to you fluorite. Oh, wow. Once described as the most colourful mineral on the planet. You can get this from the UK, actually, and there's a location in which you can get this, but it's pretty much mined out, to be honest. It stopped forming entirely and then it's restarted quite recently again soon. You can get it in Derbyshire, it's in Denbighshire. Anyway, because there's such small quantities in the UK, the prices are up there. We are talking, you know, very high double figures, pounds-wise per carat. I am bringing these to you totally naturally. And let me just, will it roll? No, because it's a very sort of strong side. But I think this is a really striking stone. Don't you? Can I just remind you as well, okay, because this is the, wow, this is a brilliant price. Totally natural, £19.95. If I hold one out for you, just one, let's get a bit of purple since we're having a purple day today. Look at that. That just looks like a kaleidoscope of beauty. And you might think, well, Bex, I understand that this is a colourful mineral, but how do I know if I'm getting a good one? I'll show you a piece of rough, shall I? Same gemstone.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous, right? So, the kind of greeny section that you're getting in here, you know, you're getting loads of purple on this one, and then you're getting like an element of green here. You could beautifully cut nice mixed colours here, but if I cut any of this, it's all just going to be purple. So you have to really find the perfect location for it. So to get this amount of bands, to get this amount of beautiful layers of colour, you have to find a really, really, really good specimen of rough material. It's magical, that, isn't it? I must go to the gym. No, I'm joking. Okay, I forgot to ask you, Liam, how is your gym life going? When's the last time you went? Liam started going to the gym recently. Oh. Yeah. Last time you went was... Oh, it's taking too long to think. Monday, was it? What did you do? Did you go on a mile run, or did you go to the weights room? You went for a swim. But there was too many people in the pool, so you didn't go for a spin. You just went for a sauna and a steam room. Good. That is the way to gym, isn't it? That is the way to gym. I like it. Keep it up. We have got for you your beautiful emerald. Sylvia, weird question.
Yes.
But say when you were like, I don't know, 10, would you have known the name emerald, do you think?
Probably not.
Really? Not one that you would have known? When is the first time you think you'd heard of emerald as a gemstone?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Because I think it's one of those gemstones that is so famous. It's almost one of those gemstones which, to me, I heard about when I was younger, but I never thought I'd be able to own it, maybe. Do you know what I mean? It's quite an expensive sounding gemstone, emerald, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Emerald, of course, crown jewels, we think of emerald. When I think of emerald as well, I think, and this is another thing to point out too, when I think of emerald, I think about the type of gemstone that you don't get clarity in, because you don't, as a general rule, and you haven't with these ones. I also think, money, 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 money. This is £6.95 for you though. Which is kind of incredible for emerald, if I'm honest. Let me show you it with the praise. Praise! Coming up in approximately 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Approximately.
Well, your customers better be quick, because if Hannah's watching, she'll be having them.
Hey, you're not wrong. Oh, hang on. Where to? Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, you confused me then. Yeah, no problem. Oh my gosh, I love these. Dan, blackboard, stats. Thanks, Dan. I am about to bring to you a stunning strand. Have you ever seen, oh my gosh, what is the name of that film team? You know the one I mean. Right, you're George Clooney and that lass, and you're like, and I'm like, ooh, and then you do that, and I'm like, there it is. Come on, Dan. No, not Grease. That's not got George Clooney in it. No, not Dirty Dancing. What is that one?
Isn't it?
10 points, Pretty Woman. Yeah, sorry. Can't believe you didn't get that.
Where did George Clooney come up in that then?
Was he not in that?
No.
What's he in?
It's Richard Gere's in Pretty Woman.
Richard Gere. Two older grey-haired gentlemen. It's easy to get that confused, isn't it? Anyway, imagine that bit of the film, and imagine, what's his name?
Richard Gere.
Richard Gere, aka Dan, has this in a box and then snaps it shut. Because that is the kind of look I think we're going for here. That, to me, just looks expensive. Expensive, expensive, expensive. When's the last time you shopped on the high street for your jewellery? When's the last time? When's the last time you saw perfect, beautiful, cumbersome and captivating pearls like this on the high street? Because for me, I live in Chester, which is in Cheshire. It's like northwest of England, just on the border of North and Wales. For me, on our high street, there are a few independent jewellers just like around the Eastgate Clock, and I promise you this with no exaggeration at all. We have a shop whereby you are offered to be on the guest list to go for an appointment there, which is a jeweller's. And there are bouncers at the door in beautiful kind of top hat and tails, and it's really near the Grosvenor sort of Michelin star hotel. And there are strands like this in the window that have no price point next to them, so you know they're not going to be a few £100s. What I've got here, for me, as someone who has been trained in pearls and as a specialty with GEMA, which is a British organisation, I have been taught to look for many, many different things within pearls, and I'll be honest, I am getting a lot of it from this strand. I have not only got natural iridescence, I have also got this beautiful sort of halo on the orient. It's really hard to see on screen, but you see it in real life. It's almost like you see this like halo of light around it, and you actually can see through that into the pearl itself, even though it's opaque. It's unusual to explain, but you can definitely see that on this. This to me is not a 3-figure strand. This is a 4-figure strand without a shadow of a doubt. The pearls in the centre, mind you, are 14 mil. Remember, some pearls take around about a year to form a millimetre of nacre, okay? So if this was that type of pearl, we're talking 14 years worth, say, to build up this kind of size. This is luxury. This is not a quick process. This has not been made by machinery. This hasn't even been polished into shape or size. You can't do that with a pearl. This is as Mother Nature intended. Liam's saying if there are any of this left at the end of the show, he will be buying that last one, and you genuinely 100% completely should. No, there is no shadow of a doubt in this at all. You need to. This for me is, well, I know for a fact, when I first brought you pearls that were natural coloured pearls with the lavender colours, I was bringing to you smaller pearls than are on the end here, 38 centimetre strands, and I was bringing those strands to you of the small pearls at the £60 mark. These are luxury, these are much, much bigger, and I'm bringing to you now apricot and multicolour graduated pearls. And we have got for you now an incredible luxury look for less. That price point, restrand it, get your money back, easy peasy. I showed you actually a graduated pearl strand. Who was it by? Was it Tiffany? They were doing, this is last season, they were doing a graduated necklace of pearls. They were shell pearls, mind, which are made up of reconstituted shell. They weren't pearls. And even that was 4 figures for shell pearl. This is real pearl. I am bringing to you now, I've ignored that price because it's going away. What on earth every time? This is ridiculous. We're making nothing but friends on this right now, but it's because it's last of stock. This is last of stock. That is outrageous. Wow. That price point, and this is no word of a lie whatsoever, I think for that perfect, pure, beautiful round in the middle, some places you could get just that one. Oh, what a shock. The first person who came in on these ones bought one. They've now upped that quite considerably. Not 1, no 2 anymore. Grab it whilst you can. I think this is beautiful. I really love it. 15... Oh yeah, actually, that's a good point. So if they were, the person who's just bought 3, they're actually from the original price only paying £15 something extra. But you're getting 3 strands instead of 1. It's loop-de-loo. I will be honest with you though, we are making out but friends on this, but it is last of stock. So it's basically close out, clear out deal that we've got for you here today. We are in our single figures on this one, and it is completely and absolutely divine. Liam's asking, because he's not made an order yet here at JewelleryMaker, if you ring the call centre, you can do it online, you know. You can do it online, and it's literally just your name, your address, your card detail, done, dusted. But if you ring the call centre, you will get through for them between. You'll get it all boxed off with them. 3 minutes max. 3 minutes maximum. Yeah, no, it's dead quick, and it's free to join us. We are over allocated at this point. It is free to join us, and remember. If you make your first order today, not only do you get a free DVD to teach you how to make jewellery, but also you get 2 free genuine gemstone strands, picked at random, but you get them for nothing, nada, nout, 0, zilch. And that £3.95 postage and packaging is whether you buy 1 thing or 101 things. So may as well treat yourself. Because tell you what, you are going to want to get your hands on these kits that Sylvia's been working with. Oh, the colours! Can't wait to show you these makes. They're wicked. Well done, £35.95 over allocated on that. Good luck. Okay, let me bring to you something which is relatively new to us. It's different, it's beautiful. You're about to praise it. Praise opal. Quite a praise. These are all words that we know, and these are all gemstones that we know, but you may well not yet have met praise. Just praise. It is a beautiful gemstone that we don't really get offered that often, and it's here today in a cut created for us. I have got for you a beautiful, unique look that is quite tranquil. It's quite relaxing. It's quite zen, I think. And every single one of the moments on this is absolutely the real deal. Now, this sits around a 7 on the Mohs scale, which actually for praise gemstones is really, really good. Praise opal doesn't sit around a 7 on the Mohs scale. Neither does Christ. Sorry, let me explain what Mohs is. Mohs. M-O-H-S, named after a gentleman, Mr. Mohs, let's call him, that was basically his name, who came up with a way of determining the strength of gemstones. And it was more scientific than this, but he got one gemstone, got another, brushed them against each other and went, that one's got a scratch on it, that one hasn't. This one is stronger, therefore this will be a higher number than this one, okay? And it goes 1 to 10. It's pretty easy. And this is a 7 on the Mohs scale. So if you're thinking about, you know, gemstones that are sort of there on the Mohs scale, this is pretty much only beaten by the likes of ruby for strength, sapphire for strength, diamond for strength, for example. So it's a nice strong gemstone, which is great if you're making jewellery, because not worse than spending 3.5 weeks making a nice piece of jewellery and then you know, walk past, I don't know, a spiky tree and it ends up scratching the gemstone. It's not going to be sort of an issue at all with those gosh darn spiky trees. I am bringing to you 55 full carats worth of this beautiful gemstone, and I'm bringing it to you in these lovely hexagonal shapes. And I love the hexagonal shapes. I think they sit in together so beautifully, and they kind of look like elements within a beehive, don't they, when they sort of concertina together. We have got for you today $12.95 for you today. That is it, $12.95 for you, all of those carats, and they are totally natural, individually cut, and they feel beautiful. It's kind of hard to explain tactility of a gemstone, but it's got a beautiful, almost jade-like touch to it. It's really lovely, it truly is. If this is your idea of a good time, I've got some more gems coming up in a similar colour. Oh, I'm going to be showing you a little clip, if I can find it, of this in a bit. Here it is. I'm going to show you that in a little bit. What on earth is rotating around at the bottom of the screen, I hear you say? Dan.
What's that rotating at the bottom of the screen, Becky?
Thank you so much for asking, Dan. If I just showed you this, would you be able to guess?
No.
No. What do you think this is? Text us in. Oh, actually, is it that a bit obvious because it's rotating at the bottom of the screen? No, I'm going to ask anyway. What is this? What is this? 60777. Okie pokely for you. We are diving on the one I picked up that was on the tea bar. A moonstone. This one? No, this one. I think this is such an interesting strand. It's like magical. Look at that. I love the quality of colour that you're getting here. blue, purples, lavender kind of hues. It looks really, really magical, doesn't it? It looks really beautiful, the qualities that you're seeing. What? I don't know, does it remind me of a sunset over the ocean, maybe? It just reminds me of unicorns. I mean, is that something you should say? But it does. It reminds me of unicorns. And unicorns are everywhere at the minute. Don't be silly, I don't mean literally, but they are. You walk into your local, you know, stationery shop, unicorns on top of pens. You walk into your homeware shop, you get unicorns on cushions. You watch Coronation Street. Steve's got a business, you guessed it, doing unicorn parties. Do you listen to the Archers? Yeah, unicorn parties on there as well, right? It's a big deal, it's big news. If it's big enough for Corrie, it's big enough for you. It comes like 10 points. Celeste's good. I swear Celeste got the one right yesterday as well. She did, didn't she? I'm sure it was. Who guessed our one to own? Our must have, sorry. Oh, you're good, you, Celeste. Yeah, it is. It is! Kunzai. I'm going to bring this one to you in a little bit. In a moment or 7. In the break, I want you to have a little think about these. We'll bring in your appropriate thing as and when we do it. But if you have a little look at this slide, I just want you to have a little look. A, B, C, D. Text in order. In the break, you've got a little bit of time. You've got your order there. Don't tell us, I don't want to find out until we bring it on at 8 o'clock. But if you were to put these beautiful rings in price order, low to high, let us know. And you don't need to explain it. You could just go, well, A, B, C, D, whatever order you think they go in. Low price to high price. They might already be in order. Who knows? I mean, I do. I'm aware. I made the slide. It'd be weird if I didn't. Anyway, let me go now to another strand of pearls to end. And these are real beautiful pearls. Gosh, these are beautiful. I love that pearls traditionally are kind of the plain round, but actually Mother Nature offers us so much more. These are genuine pearls, and these are referred to as biwa pearls. Named biwa pearls because they were originally naturally found in a biwa lake in Japan. Sadly though, due to pollution, the mollusks became extinct essentially in that region. It took us a long old time to do it, but we had to find a location on the planet that had the right kind of acidity in the water, the right kind of natural minerals in the water, the right kind of heat and temperature in the water. We had to find the right location on the planet because these mollusks that were going extinct were so pernickety, they just would not form pearls anywhere else. It took us a while to do it, and I'm talking years, but essentially the biwa mollusk was wiped out in its original location, and we found a place that was just right for them. These were worth the wait. They were worth that time because you do not get pearls like this anywhere else on the planet. They're completely natural. We haven't, you know, coated these or I don't know, cut them into the shape. These are entirely, absolutely natural, and they are as individual as you and I think that's what's beautiful about pearls like this. I love that they're so unique. And one thing that you can never really see here in the studio is the amount of colour you get on the surface, but there's pinks and peaches and purples. Can you see them a bit better up close? So let's just message back in. It's really weird when the telly talks to me. Hi everyone! Hiya Celeste! It's funny that, isn't it? Talking to me. We've got Laura's guest is coming back. The guest is coming up in a bit as well. I am going to head on into a break, Celeste, so I won't be chatting to you for a while. But do feel free. Do you know what? It's 5 to 7. Feel free to make yourself a brew or a little G&T if you fancy, because after the break we're going to be sitting down and getting crafty, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few.
everyone, it's Mark here with a little note of a date for your diary. Join myself and presenter Eleanor, August the 27th morning show from 8 a.m. We've got a jam-packed show and I'm here to tell you 3 things we've got coming up. First thing is we've got 2 brand new nugget strands. First is tanzanite and the second a most amazing chip strand of emerald. They're both beautiful. Deal of the day is a gemstone that I've never seen before. And I've been told not to say anything, but I'm going to tell you all. Chrome tourmaline. I've just seen a photograph of it. It looks beautiful. But what I'm really here to tell you about is myself and Eleanor are going to be relaunching brand new, and it's going to be one of my favorites, Ava beads, all the way from the Czech Republic. We've got 5 brand new colours combined into kits. We've bought all the jewellery, we've got the DVD, we've got everything you could possibly need to work with these amazing Czech beads. So that's Tuesday morning, the 27th, the morning show, Ava beads, brand new chips and nuggets, a most amazing deal of the day. Join myself and Eleanor from 8. We'll see you then.
Jewellery Makers, this weekend is August bank holiday and we have a jam-packed weekend for you. We've got aquamarine trilliants, very excited to bring you those. Tanzanite, alexandrite is back in stock, so definitely one for the collectors. And over the course of the entire weekend, it's all about the scoops. We've got findings for scoops as your deal of the day. We've got gemstones for scoops as your deal of the day. It's going to be fun. It's going to be packed. Make sure you tune in this August bank holiday.
So this Monday, Bank Holiday Monday on the Mid-Show, we have got an epic show. Not only have you got myself and Claire McDonald as guest designers, but we've got the return of the one and only Jenny Cleary, which we've been waiting for ages. We've also got an amazing DVD to launch, which is our chainmail and wirework fusion DVD, which myself and Claire have worked together with. So you can see from the examples, we've got some beautiful fusion between those wirework connectors, chainmail cabochons, wirework cabochons, chainmail connectors. So join us from 1 till 6 on Bank Holiday Monday. I am bringing to you now an incredible opportunity to get one of the best known luxury gemstones on the planet in a really individual format. Kunzite's a really interesting gemstone actually, because it's a little bit like you and I. So I don't know what you had for breakfast, but 9 times out of 10 you probably had a carbohydrate, didn't you? Whether that's in your porridge or whether that's maybe in, I don't know, a slice of toast or whatever, or pasta that lovely Liam likes to have in the morning.
you will generally have a carbohydrate. And the reason that it's quite good to have a carbohydrate at breakfast is because it releases energy slowly. Sugar is a quick one, isn't it? That's why you get like sugar crashes, you know, sometimes. If you have a lot of sugar and you get really, and then all of a sudden, oh, your energy's gone completely. And that is because sugar and glucose burns off quite quickly in your body. Carbohydrates are more complex, they're harder to break down, and they therefore slowly release their energy in us throughout the day. This gemstone basically does the same, but you don't have to feed it bread. This gemstone, when you take it out into natural sunlight, just like our body's taking carbohydrates, it takes in the UV properties from the sun and it stores them. And this gemstone slowly over time releases the energy that the UV light is giving it. So basically the UV light comes in and it energizes microscopic elements and friction happens, and it literally makes this gemstone glow. Now, the clearer, the cleaner, the crisper the gemstone, the more it stores the light, stores the energy. So literally, you have the opportunity to wear this outside, beautiful, bright, sunny day, and then say you head on into, I don't know, a lovely little bar with your friend for a cocktail or two. This gemstone can literally glow. Sort of 20 minutes, half hour, dependent on size. It will literally emit a light. Not all gemstones do that. This is one of the best known for it. That phosphorescence, that shine, that glow, only comes, as I say, in qualities that have a lot of light running through them. And this one most certainly does. It's beautiful. Now for me, my eye is drawn to a few things on this. Number one, let's face it, my eye's drawn to this, which is not a kunzite. Well, I tell a lie, it is. It is a kunzite. Remember earlier on I was talking about beryls and different family members of beryls? Kunzite has different, you know, elements and different colours within it. Green kunzite, very unusual, lesser known, is actually known as hiddenite. So that one right there is a green kyanite, aka hiddenite. It's a very, very unusual, very rare gemstone to be able to see that strength of colour. But the thing is, these are natural, so, you know, you have the opportunity to get those colours, and you will be lucky if you do get some hiddenite on there. I have got for you as well something else that is attention seeking, and it is a glow that is coming from these. That is kind of easier to see here in real life, but as I say, it's nowhere near the glow as if this were outside in the sunlight and you would see that energy being released. Basically, it's unusual, it's different. Liam's only just realised what we're going to on this, and you even planned it. What were you expecting then, Liam? Let's just remind ourselves, how long have you been working in jewellery or shopping TV, if you will? About 5 years. How much would you expect to see in your 5 years jewellery experience something like this for? He has sold pieces of kunzite, similar quality to this, £100 for individuals, set into gold. Bringing it to you today in 1 minute's time, starting now. Oh gosh, that was seamless. We have got 1 minute on this clock, and the reason we're doing this 1 minute clock is so that everyone has a fair chance. Do I look like Rachel Riley? No, because I'm not. And what I mean by that is, this ain't countdown. That isn't getting to the bottom and then all of a sudden the graphics come through. We are waiting for this 1 minute clock to get right on up to the top. And the reason we do this is so everyone has a fair chance. So if you're a phone bidder like myself, start dialing now, because by the time you've dialed through, you've pressed option 1 to speak to a human, you will be at the front of that queue. Unlike the people who are on the web, who can literally go, like it, click it, bought it, done. So it makes it fair for everyone. This is, oh, I've never heard you use that word. This price is sickening, says Liam. Triple figures he would expect. Graphics live. Now, we are
got for you 80 carats worth of your kunzite. And this beautiful, irresistible, exciting and bright and bold kunzite. The arrows are in. Are they rolling up? Nope, they're rolling down. We are bringing to you the glow, the beauty, the energy, the rarity of this gemstone. Kunzite has been sold by some of the biggest and best known jewellers on the high street. I mentioned something earlier on which I bet Dan will just about remember. Dan, remind us what year you were born in.
1995.
1995, Dan, my lovely tech-op, was born in. Around 1995, at schools around the country, there was a saying that was, talk to the hand, because the face ain't listening. I'm about to do that on the price. I have not mentioned that price point because I am not staying there. But can I just remind you something? See this in the purple box up here? EJNV84. That has got an expiry date on it basically, which just happens to be 8 AM tomorrow morning. So what's that, 13 hours from now. 13 hours from now, you will pay that price point. 13 hours from now, type this into our website, that will be the price you pay. We're live, we're on air, it's a star buy, it's a Thursday evening, it's £16.95. This is what we do at Star Buys. I'll be totally honest with you with Star Buys. We basically, we lose money. Well, we do, factual, we lose money. But on Star Buy deals like this, we are making nothing but friends. Our prices at JewelleryMaker already on genuine gemstones are incredible. We are a big hitting name out there in the industry. We have worked with people for 10 years, even beyond that actually, because obviously our channel is about 10 years old, but our history goes back more like 17 years actually, with our previous sister channel. We have history and we have real sort of stature and standing in the jewellery industry, in particular in genuine gemstones. That price point at £80 mark, you would be hard stretched to find anywhere else. Ethically sourced, mind you, kunzite. And remember, the great thing about shopping here at JewelleryMaker is we are shopping TV. That's brilliant for you at home because it's easy, it's simple, it's a phone call or it's a click on the web. But also it's brilliant for you because we are so scrutinised on shopping TV, much more than that on the high street. We are constantly watched, and we have to make sure that every single detail and every single element, every single gemstone will have been sent to a lab. Every single gemstone will have had to have been tested by independent house. Every single, even tassel, for example, even single tassel has to go through, not like literally every single one, but say we do a batch of purple, every one has to be tested and checked that it's, you know, kind of the right material, it's not just going to fall apart in packaging, etc. We are, you know, scrutinised and watched so closely, much more than that of your high street and of course online. But this is the great thing about buying from shopping TV. Don't get me wrong, it's great buying off the web as well. It's great going into shops, but I think it's quite nice when you're maybe buying stones you don't know that well and you're thinking, right, I want a little bit of security. We're giving you security. You can get your authenticity certificate. You can also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions, no quibbles, no like, oh, I don't know, hoops to jump through or balance beams to go on or whatever. Yeah, none of that. No dot to dots. Do you know what? I used to say that as a funny sort of jokey thing to say. But genuinely, sometimes on the internet, I do feel like I'm being put through some sort of IQ test. You ever done that when you like check out or something and it's like, click on the box that has the sign in it or click on the box that has the car in it. Have you ever seen that? Have you seen that on checkout? And it's like there'll be a picture and it's gridded and you have to click on all the grids that have like a bit of a car in. But it's like, how much of the car? Like half a wing mirror, you click on it, nope, try again, because it thinks you're a robot. It's odd. Your favourite is when you try to unsubscribe to emails. Oh, yeah. And it asks you, why do you want to leave us? Tell you why. Why? It's like breaking up with someone over text, isn't it? Are you sure you want to leave us? Are you really sure? Yeah, none of that. It's easy peasy. If you want to send it back, you send it back, and also we don't give you a voucher, we just put the money back in your account. We do. Hello to Catherine Maureen.
Evelyn. Oh no, Elvina. Elvina. What an unusual yet beautiful name. Brenda's in. Haley's in. Hele also looks like she's in. Winifred's in. Ray's in. Lavin. Sorry, has this been the fancy name purchase of the night? I think it is. Sue J's in. Charmaine's in. Patricia's in. Rose is in. Rosalind's in. Oh my gosh, there's loads here. Oh, you've got gorgeous names. Sylvia.
Becky.
How are you first off?
I'm all right.
Sorry to walk you past all of my junk there. Didn't mean to. Soz. It is so lovely. I'm a little bit tall in this. Who's taken this up a bit? Oh no, I've just sorted the back out. Oh, hang on, I'm coming down more to your level now. There you are, it's a bit better. How are you, Sylvia, my love?
I'm all right.
I look really small now, apparently. I'll work it out in a bit.
Smaller than me now.
Yeah, I do a bit, and I've got added height with this. I'm going to dive straight on into the kit tonight because we are going to be seriously crafting up a storm. What I'll do is I'll show you the colours and everything, and we'll talk about the wonderful beads guild. I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for you to craft and for you to see these makes. There is no way you cannot look at these and you're not going to feel like a Cheshire cat with just a smile from ear to ear. These makes are incredible. But let me bring the graphics in and everything else on this first so we can all treat ourselves to these goodies. First things first, seed beads. For anyone who's not seen seed beads before, what do you like about seed beads and beading in general, personally?
Oh my word. How long have you got?
Love that.
Well, seed beads are just so versatile for a start, and they do come in various sizes, but the 11s are the kind of standard size.
I see.
And if you get the good quality ones, which we have, obviously, then your work's going to look top quality.
Top quality. That's
quality.
Very, very good. We have given to you here a really beautiful selection of colours. We've described it as autumn florals. Myself, though, when I'm looking at these, and this could well just be me, but when I'm looking at these ones, it's kind of like oceans. It's kind of like beach holidays. I really like with this that this is that kind of colour palette that you can wear at any other time. And that is another great thing about beads and beading. If you can imagine a colour, it's probably been done in a bead of some sort, hasn't it? There are so many different colours.
There are lots of colours, lots of finishes, and they just, you can spend an awful lot of time just trying to decide what colours you want to use.
Yeah.
And whatever outfit you've got, you can get something to match.
Which is a fantastic thing about jewellery making as well, isn't it?
I was just looking at your dress and looking at those beads,
Oh yeah, you're right,
gold
actually.
and dark red.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's meant to be. I am bringing to you your autumn florals. Now, let me give you colours, can I? Because I'm well aware that if I don't mention the actual colour names, then some people sort of get a bit confused, which is understandable. Sorry, I'm trying to casually do my chair up again. I've ruined it. I have got for you here your Duracoat Galvanised Yellow. Now, when we say Duracoat and we say galvanised, we may as well be saying, like, Vinnie Jones, hard as nails. If you like that colour, don't you worry, it ain't going nowhere. I've also got in here your Garnet Lined Ruby colour. 11 O's all across the board on these. I've got your light topaz, your matte transparent light topaz, which has got a lovely gloss. I've got your metallic gold iris, which again, I always think it looks a little bit like fish scales. No, it could just be me. I've also got for you your lined pale gold and your golden shadow in the Swarovski, which I have to say, seed beads and Swarovski.
Oh, well, you can't go wrong with a bit of Swarovski.
You really can't, can you?
Nope.
3 mils these ones, and we're bringing you the big pack. So these are 48 pack, just to let you know. And as I said, they're 3 mil. They're just the perfect pairing for this. When I look at this kind of colour palette, it gives me a little bit of a, oh. When I look at the jewellery, my little, turns into something almost grotesque in smile. It is a lot of tooth and a lot of gum. I am bringing to you just jewels. Oh my goodness. Sylvia, this is just stunning.
Well, we've got Grace Skill, our lady she's up Newcastle way, and she made this originally, featured on the front cover of our journal a few years ago.
Oh, fabulous.
And
That's amazing.
I don't know if you can, I can't see whether you can see the green one. No, can't see it yet, can you?
Yeah. Hang on. Hey, up, Dan's
See
got it.
The way,
That's
goes
it.
that way.
No, keep it still. Dan's got it. Dan's following you.
Oh, is he?
Look at this. That is
This is-
teamwork now.
Yeah, this is Grace's original, and you can see she's used lots of different colours on the flowery bits.
Yeah.
We've kept it a little bit more muted, and I've done a bracelet.
It's just beautiful. I love the look of this. So, I am bringing to you, let's face it, a mass of seed beads. We're talking hundreds
Oh, yeah.
of seed beads in these tubes. I am bringing to you 6 large tubes, a bundle of your Swarovski as well. Your price point today is rolling on in. Brand new, never been seen by themselves, the topaz colour, don't forget, £27.95, making them £3.99 per element. Hang on, say it again. Slash Swarovski, yeah. So you have got here a beautiful bounty, a bevy, if you will, of seed beads and Swarovski for that price point. I think it's really a great deal, actually, for the amount you're getting. I mean, these are going to go on and on and on, aren't they?
Well, the Swarovskis on their own would cost you, I don't know, £7-8.
Yeah, for a 48 pack as well. £3 something. It's an incredible opportunity for you today. I love this as a collection. Who do you think would enjoy this collection, Sylvia? You know, what does this colour palette maybe, you know, if someone were to buy this and make it?
Well, when I show you what I've done with them, it'll suit lots of people.
It's going to
Because
be...
you can, with those colours, you can mix them around.
Yeah.
And select whichever one you fancy most for your main colour.
We have got for you right here, right now, £27.95. If you've got it in your basket, please do check out. We are going to bring to you sort of an added extras, if you will, collection now. Because let's face it, having a few tubes of seed beads are all good and wow. But if you haven't got something to string them onto, you've basically just, I don't know, a nice little hand massage maybe. No. Let me bring to you, you must have your essentials. Start off with your fire line. Now, fire line, I think if you're new and you don't have a clue about CP and stuff, and you were to just look at this, you'd think, hey up, I nicked that sewing set from that Holiday Inn once and I can just use that thread. This isn't like your normal sewing thread, is it?
No.
Tell us a little bit about fire line and these type of bonded materials. Why are they good for seed beading?
Well, they're strong.
That's a good
Very
point.
strong.
This one holds about £6, props.
Yeah. Yeah, they do come in different strengths of weight. But yeah, they don't fray generally.
Oh, that's good. That's great.
And it's quite easy to thread your needle with them as well, which is also a good point.
There's not wrong. There's nothing worse than if you've got a frayed bit of thread and you're trying to get it through. Yeah. So it's really nice and strong, doesn't really fray, easy to get through your needle, job's a good one. Let's now bring you the needles, and I'm bringing to you now the tulip needles, and these are your size 12s. So again, we don't really talk, if you're new and you don't know the different sizes of needles, what is a size 12 good for?
Well, size 12 is pretty good for most things, really. 10 is a general, well, it's what we would say is a general one to use.
Okay.
But a 12 you'll get through more passes through the beads with size 12.
I get you.
So
if
the higher the number, the finer the needle.
The finer the needle itself. So if you're going through something, you know, a fair few times, maybe you might get a little bit squeezy.
Yeah.
These could be helpful because, as you can see here, the thickness of these ones is around about a 0.35 mil thickness. So they are mega, mega, mega fine. But as you can see, flexible and strong. I've also got 21-piece findings pack for you that basically is the elements that are finishing it all off, your chain, etc. So your little extras collection today, £14.95. At my local hobby and store, well-known hobby and craft store, Fireline, is not a million miles away from that price just for the fire line alone. So to me, I'm getting the fire line, I'm getting findings, and I'm getting these ones for free. So if you do fancy grabbing it, now is your chance to do so, because these are the elements you need. And if you are new, not everyone tells you exactly what you're going to need, do they? Do you know what I mean? If you're getting into your seed beading, you'll need needles, you'll need thread, you'll need findings, et voila. So grab them whilst you can, $14.95, your little extras. Okie pokely, that's what you're going to need. Now all you need is to treat yourself to your wine or your brew and get ready for some crafting. Sylvia,
Yes.
the Beaders Guild are known for their diversity of makes, and I would say sort of passion in beading. How did you get into beading?
Oh gosh, it's quite a long story, but basically I was a kind of craft fair groupie in my youth, and I went to, I think it was the NEC.
Oh yeah.
And somebody there was selling necklaces that were made with beads.
Got you. Okay.
And in those days, I didn't have a lot of money to spare, and this price tag was a bit beyond my normal spending.
Got you.
But I walked past it. If I walk past it once, I walk past it 20 times, and I thought, if I don't get that, I'm going to kick myself when I get home.
Yeah.
So I spent the money. And when I got it home, I thought, I can do that.
That's brilliant.
And it went from there, really.
That is fantastic. So, born out of one piece, and now how many pieces would you guess you've made?
I don't know where to start.
No?
I've not stopped beading since that day, really.
That's brilliant. And I think you can tell with the Bead Workers Guild, there are so many different people with so many different passions, and I think in these makes, and we'll kind of look and talk about them throughout the show, I think you can tell that this is one of those mediums that can really inspire, actually, can't it?
Well, we hope so.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. So what are we going to be looking at for this first demonstration, please?
For the first one, we're going to be looking at the necklace that we showed earlier.
Beautiful.
Only I've done it in the red, which we'll come to the other samples again later as well. But as anybody who's seen me before will know, I like to use bigger beads if I can, so that you can see what's going on.
Always useful.
So I'm just going to show you a little bit. We start off with this. The technique for the rope is herringbone.
Okay.
And for that we need to pick up 4 beads on the needle, and then I'll just make sure I'm in full view, and then we go back through all 4 again. So go back to the beginning and go back through all 4, and the first one again, and I'll show you how it looks in a second. So you've got 4 beads. The working thread and the tail are coming out of the same bead.
Okay.
And then from there on, you pick up 2 beads and you go through the very next bead. Okay? And again, when we do this all the way around, when you get to the last bead, you have to step up. So I'll just twirl that.
Whenever someone says step up, I always think of Channing Tatum dancing with his top off. Because there was a film called Step Up.
Oh, was there?
A dancing film, yeah.
I missed that one.
Oh, I'll send you the DVD, Sylvia. Tell you what, it's a lovely nice in.
I'll bet. Okay, so on the last section, I'm going to put it down for a second so that you can see where everything is, I hope. Okay, so the centre 4 are here, and then we've got a pair, another pair, and another pair. And the last pair, if I don't lose them off my needle, this one's going to go into the original one from the centre square, and then up the first one of the first pair that we added in this round.
I got you.
If you're not too bamboozled by that.
No, I got it.
So we're going to go through there and try not to get it tangled up on your previous beads. And then you've still got a bit of a square, but the beads are sitting a little bit wobbly.
Iggledy.
Yeah. So they need a little bit of persuading to stay where they're supposed to be initially. And then every round after that, you're going to pick up 2 and you're going to pass through 2.
Okay.
So the thread's coming from this one. This is the first bead of the pair that I put on before. So I'm going to go through the first. Oh, sorry, the second one of the first pair.
Yes.
And then I'm going to go through the first one of the next pair. So you're always going through 2 beads. first one of the next pair. Where are you? I think I've gone through it already, actually. I have. And then 2 on and through 2. So you can, at this stage, you can do it in one move. You can go through both beads. But on the next round, I wouldn't advise that. So I just want to show you the next round as well, and then we can move on to a Blue Peter movement where I've done some already.
Oh, I love when someone's prepared.
So 2 on, and on your last pair, again, you step through the last one of that pair, and then it's a step up section. So if I just turn it over for a minute, you can see if I hold my thread horizontal there, I need to go up 2 beads. If I go up the first one, it will have a bit of a twist on it. So to keep it straight, you need to go through both of those on that side there. I usually leave quite a long tail on my beadwork, so because I like to hang on to it. When you're first starting with beads, even if they're big beads, it's very little to hold on to. So if you give a bit of a tail, you can hang on to your beadwork and you can just kind of balance it on your fingers. So same again on the next round, 2 beads on, and you're going to go kind of when you're not dropping them on the table, 2 beads on, and you're going to go again down the second one, and then basically you're going down 1 and up 1 when you get going, because this is going to pull them up, so they're going to sit tighter together. So far it's been fairly flat, so this time I'm going down that one and up the first one of the next pair, and then I just give it a little tweak to take up the tension and
cinching a bit.
Yeah, otherwise you've got too much thread showing. And then the last round again is stepping up, so you need to go up 2. It needs a bit of a wiggle sometimes, and then as you can see it's pulling the beads in, so it's cupping up a little bit. And you keep on doing that until you've got a bit of a length. Yes, a bit of a length. Now on the pattern, because it was a necklace, Grace started with, well, I don't know, 11 or 12 rows, and then all the little beads are like 4 rows between the feature piece.
I get you.
But I haven't done 15 rows, I've just done 7 or so. It was plenty to hang on to and show you what to do. Once you've done the base colour, you do a second colour, a row in the second colour, and then you change size and you go up to the next size bead. In your kit, that's size 11s, and you have got a size 8 in there as well.
Oh, yes, you do.
And you do 3 rows, but the technique is exactly the same. You're just changing the size of the bead, and that will give you the, and then you go back again. You take the second colour and then the first colour again to get your tube. Once you've got your tube, then you're going to embellish on top of that.
Okay.
So that is the next piece that I want to show you.
Beautiful.
So,
whilst you're grabbing that one, can I just let you know a couple of things? Numero uno. I've got something pretty special coming up for you in like 15 minutes or so, which is some beautiful cabochons. Second off, I will just let you know that the autumn floral collection that comes with your 8/0s and your 11/0s has been rather popular. I've probably got around about 40% of my stock left on it, but we did have good quantity, probably hence the price point. So if you do want to grab it, do just be quick off the mark. Let me also make you aware too that if you do want tonight's very special brand new must-have, it is going to be popular, we presume, and if you do fancy grabbing it, then I will just let you know it's coming up for you in about half hour, so just to let you know.
I need to change my specs for this bit.
What do these ones do? What are the magic powers of this one?
Well, I can see what I'm doing. With those big beads, that was all right, but with the next size, I need to see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to join in a new thread here. I'm not going to do it completely and utterly secure because it's just wasting time, really. But basically, just join a new thread in, and you want to be coming up through. Oh, I've gone through one there and didn't mean to do that one. Get in. So I want to be coming up through one of the size 8s, as it will be for you. So on the base, you're coming out of the size 8 bead. So
got you.
I'm coming out of this one here. Then you're going to pick up 3 beads. Now you've got to pretend that these silver beads are the crystals, because I used them all. Sorry, I used them all. So we've got a shiny bead and then a pretend crystal and another shiny bead. And then you're going to go into the same row, but into the top bead of that group of 3.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
so
I
you're
get
going to
you.
miss the middle one, go into the top one.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to step over to the next column and not get your thread caught. And then you're going to pick up 1 shiny bead and you're going to go through the existing silver bead or crystal or whatever you decide to put in there. And then just give it a little push with your thumb.
Okay.
And put on another shiny bead and then again through the bottom bead in that same column. So you get, when you're not getting tangled up, you get this little like sort of 5-star arrangement, 5-spoke situation. And then you move on. Oh, bless you.
Excuse me,
Move on
sorry,
to
I
the
did
next column.
try
and
to sneeze away from my mic.
do the same again. So it's a silver one, a shiny one, a silver one, and a shiny one. So it's 3 beads on. Miss the middle bead and go up the top bead. And then come across to the next column. Try not to get your thread caught up. Shiny one. Through the silver one. And another shiny one. And back through the bottom one. I'm calling it bottom, it might look like the top to you, but I'm going through. Oh, has it got caught up again?
Sometimes that'll happen, won't it? But
Oh,
you don't have to
absolutely.
stress about it, do you?
No, you just
It's easy
sort
to
of
fix.
follow it through. So you're just going to do that, and you'll have 4 of those around your piece.
Okay,
And when
yeah.
you've got 4, we move on to the next Blue Peter one. And I've got a few threads hanging from this one, so we'll just try and keep them out of the way. So that's got all the 4 of the first round on.
Okay.
And then you're going to fill in the bits in between. If I can thread my needle. Here we go. Now, some of you may have noticed that I'm not actually using the file line for this. I'd started this with the Nymo, so
I see.
I carried on with the Nymo. I will be using the file line in the next one, though.
£27.95 on that one. Can I just give you a sneaky peek of something that I think what's going to happen is my producer is going to flash the graphics on for this, because there are literally, just while Sylvia's threading
Struggling to thread her needle.
Yeah, but the thing is, you see, this is the genius thing about purple people. I could tell them that that was going to misbehave. I then draw attention away with something like this. So whilst Sylvia beats this thread into submission, let me quickly pop this on screen right now. I didn't know we did these before. Kerry, this strikes me as the type of thing that you and your sister might like selling.
Sake.
It's just like the ones that lovely Kerry and her friends craft. This is solid 925 sterling silver, and this has got a beautiful formed cord here for you.
I'm ditching that.
$16.95 for this is literally, sorry, it's $14.95. 925. It's fastest finger first, to be honest. Put a little cord on these ones. Lovely Kerry literally has sold hundreds of these style of bracelets this year. Literally hundreds. Hers aren't still in silver, but still has. Over allocated. Have you beaten
I'm
it up
getting
enough
there.
yet?
No,
Oh no, don't worry.
I've decided to go for another needle because
That's all right.
I can't see it.
Let me do something else. Can we
Which
do
is
this
nil.
one? I love this. I think this is Seaside Holidays. Look, I'll just show you one. 2. Look at those. Beautiful shells. Ooh. Fancy shells. And they're real shells. I know it sounds silly, but I mean, it's not like, these are not a figment of your imagination. They're also not plastic. They're genuine shells. And you can see how beautifully they sit. But imagine that in your jewellery, maybe in between pearls, or imagine something like these with like tassels. They are beautiful, great quality, and I have had 2 strands very similar to this today, both sold out. So I will just let you know, if you fancy grabbing these, now is your chance to do so. They're going to look lovely in, that is such a great price, they're going to look lovely in your beachy holiday jewellery. They're £7.95. I've had 2 strands like it, they've both sold out today. I've now only got 15 available. Sylvia, I'm back with you for more
Sorry.
crafts. Don't be silly, it's fine.
Size 12 needles, see, I need new glasses. Okay, so you've gone all the way around and you've got all your 4 little embellishments there. So you're now going to add 4 to the bits that are spare.
Okay, I see.
So it's the same principle, but I'm going to use solid colour beads this time. And I'm using the same colour as the base. So same principle, 3 on, go through the top bead and then move on to the next column. And then 1 on, go through the middle one of the 3 you've just added. Whoops. And then 1 on, 1, not 2. And through the one at the bottom. So you're going the opposite direction this time because it just so happens that that's where your thread ends up. So you're going back on yourself and filling those gaps in. And then you're just doing that all the way around. And oops. Through. They do get caught up on your bit on your main bit of beading though, so you've got to be careful about your thread getting caught.
Sylvia, do you
Anyway.
find that sometimes speaking to your beads helps? Because I've seen a fair few people do that.
We do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite often.
Oh, good.
Yeah, especially when they're falling on the floor and such like.
Yes, yeah. Bet the air's blue.
Well, only when it's crystals. I'm on my hands and knees to pick them up then. If they're not crystals, I just leave them where they are.
Just hear your Hoover picking them up later.
Yeah. I used to have the grandkids picking them up, but they're all grown up now. So, through 1 more to go. So while I'm doing this, and you're just having a little breath, I just thought I'd like to say hello to, I think his name is Stephen Johnson. Hello, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
Apparently he joined the guild after watching us on the International Beading Week.
Hey, that's
And
cool.
he was very kind about me and my demonstrating, so I thought I'd just say hello and give him a mention.
Oh,
So,
isn't
hi,
that
Stephen.
nice? Oh, that's lovely.
We don't
that's
have
nice.
many men,
I
so it's
always
very
think
nice.
this is a very unisex skill, though, because, and you know, I don't want to be stereotypical here,
No.
but sort of beading is following a structure. And
Yeah.
traditionally, some people would say men are quite good at that in a way.
Well, they are.
Following patterns and plans. And
And
but
my-
I'm talking like that now.
I've known several people who are, well, some of my friends actually, who are absolutely fascinated by the structures and how the structures are formed.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have got a lot of men out there who are beading, but
Yeah.
some of them are too shy to, you know, let it be known, shall we say.
So
when
flag
you're
your beading flag, gents.
When you're doing all the way around, then you've covered most of that colour that
Yeah.
was your bigger bead underneath. So
Yeah.
then you're going to come back and go the opposite way again.
Got ya.
So now we're going back and we're going through the first bead of that little embellishment. And we're going to put on another bead and go through the next bead of that embellishment. So of those kind of the cross section, you're going through the 2 beads on the side.
Got ya.
And you have like a third bead that sits on top.
Yeah.
And this can get a bit fiddly, especially when you're using the size 11s, because remember the beads underneath, because it's herringbone, they're sitting at an angle, they're not sitting straight.
Got you.
So when you're coming across, you sometimes need to just wiggle it, and you can't always get through the 2. So just go through the big bead on the base.
Bit at a time.
Sorry,
No, it's
I'm
all
getting
right.
caught up again.
We've had a text coming in. Old pair of tights.
Not Stephen, is it? Oh, for picking up the tights. For picking up the beads, rather. Yeah.
No,
I know.
it's not Stephen. It's Jane talking about her old pair of tights.
Oh, right.
Pop them on the ends of the
Yeah, I
Hoover
know, I
nozzle.
know.
Works wonders
know.
to pick up beads. Great tip. I love that.
I've had my friend Jim picking them up off my patio, but to be honest, do you want all that sandy bits and everything in them as well? No.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Well, unless they're particularly precious to you.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So basically, you're just going round 3 times, and this time you can see when you've filled in that centre bead on this cross,
Yeah.
that's when you get the little flower shape appearing. So I'll just put this last one in, and then, well, it's not the last one of the whole round, but the next 2 are just a repeat of the same. So through the bottom one, through the big one, And look how different it looks.
Already.
So you've got your little kind of flower shape now because you've got your 6 beads around your centre bead.
Yeah, I get you.
Maybe I didn't choose the best colours for that because they don't
No,
look
I
very
think you
clear
can see
to
it.
me
I
on
tell
there.
you what, I tell you who will. Dan, let me hold
But-
this for you.
Let me take the needle off.
You have a little noseroonie at this and just look at that. What do you think? Isn't that fab?
So on the bracelet that we did,
Yeah.
I did pretty much a different selection on each of the embellishments.
I love that.
So we've done a bit of gold with red, and you can see, hopefully you can see the little bit of sparkle, where that's where I put the crystals in.
Yeah, you can.
So I put crystals in every one. That's why I haven't got any left to show you.
Used them all.
Sorry.
It's all right, sparkle lover.
So yeah, and
Yeah,
then
you can see the different techniques.
I've kind of swapped it round. So on this one, you've
Yeah.
got the gold and the crystal in the middle.
Yeah.
And then on this one, you've got the red with the crystal in the middle.
That's lovely.
And then we've got the
Sort of yellowy goldy one.
yeah, and the galvanised one, and so on and so forth. So I just wanted to change them all so you could see what they look like.
Yeah.
Alongside that, I then did all these, so you can see if you choose to change the colour. Let me hide those threads back there. If you don't like the red as your main colour,
Yeah.
play with it first and see what you like.
As a combo.
Yeah. I mean, you could do every section of this in a different colour if you wanted to. You know, you can just really mix and match it up. But I think all of these, they all look warm and,
They
you know,
do. They really
nice.
do.
Yeah.
I love the idea of these as like sleeves for your pen and stuff. And like, do you know what I mean? I'm
Well, you
looking at
could
them and I'm
almost, I
thinking,
guess, couldn't
they're
you?
fab. They're really cool. Well, what a beautiful demo. That
there you
was
go.
absolutely brilliant. And I can't wait to show you even more of these makes in a little bit. I really can't. Also, I can't wait in the break to find out if I can help Gordon find a new tie.
that was several years ago.
Well, I'm going to be reading and checking. We are going to head on over to this corner because I've got someone who wants to speak to you.
Ooh.
I am very, 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 very fortunate today because I am able to bring you these gemstones, which I was distinctly told were gone. I put in a request with our buying team to see if we could possibly please try and get any more of these, and they said, Bex, we're ahead of you already, my love. We've tried. We've failed. These have been, and we genuinely don't know where these have gone. They went into the ether. They weren't on the website. They weren't in our usual schedule lineup. Basically, completely randomly, about a week ago, Liam saw this code pop up and went, I recognise that code because he's done these before and we were the last ones to do these and we were assured that they had gone. They had gone. We could not find them again. We tried to reschedule. We wanted to reschedule and these are special. This was months ago I'm talking about, like a couple of months ago. They were gone. They were dusted. Please, buying team, bring us more. We've tried. We can't. And there is a distinctive reason. I have brought to you beautiful, beautiful Amazonite today. And I love Amazonite. Amazonite is brilliant. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a little clip from our birthday week, if I may. I've not quite fixed the time on this perfectly because obviously, you know, this is sort of a 9-hour shift today and I didn't manage to find it just before the show, but I've kind of gone to about the area. What we're going to do right here, right now, is we are going to show you a little bit of myself live on air with one of our guests. Looking rather small, yes. I am with someone very tall, Alex, who is a mineral man. I just want to remind you who Alex is if you've not met him before. He is a geologist who travels around the world. Literally, he was jetting off. Had he just been to Kenya?
or was he just going to Kenya? It was either Kenya or Brazil. It's one or the other. He'd just been to. He'd found some new gemstones. He goes out mining and everything, and then he's whipped back to the UK, did a show with us, and he was saying, oh yeah, I'm getting on a plane basically. He travels all around the world to find gemstones, and he brought some gemstones to us. I actually brought you this labradorite wand earlier on in a bundle, so if you do want it, grab it. But basically, I'm going to show you a little snippet, and I want you to listen. This is basically the end of a cell on labradorite, and then it starts talking about amazonite. As I said, this is Alex. It's on the tablet, I do apologise. And this is someone who travels all around the world. Let's hear what he has to say. First off about the labradorite, the end of it, and then about amazonite. Keep your ears... Oh no, why have I done that? Keep your ears peeled for me, please.
If someone was playing with this on a stand, you would want to stop and chat about that.
This is the labradorite we did earlier on, by the way. How tiny do I look? Oh, like a borrower. Don't I?
I really can't. I am going to bring you another one.
This is the wand I brought to you earlier on.
Which ones did you say? Amazonite.
Listen to this bit.
This is a really...
It's a difficult stone to get in nice quality, amazonite.
So amazonite is generally, well, an opaque gemstone, and I always think it's quite difficult to explain to people in opaque gemstone what good quality is and what isn't, because with a gemstone that might have clarity, it's almost easier.
Yeah.
What to you is good quality?
Well, the amazonite there, again, it's a feldspar. So it's the same family as labradorite, but again, it's got to have good quality, good colour.
Yes.
And if you can see, this should
You
have a
see
bit of
that sheen, chatoyancy.
The chatoyancy. If it's got some nice chatoyancy, that's nice quality. Again, you can get very pale amazonite. The very, very best came from Russia, but I think it's been mined out now. So it was done many years ago.
Have we listened to that? Did you hear that? So, our wonderful Alex, our mineral man, the gentleman who is an award winner, the gentleman who was voted Guest of the Year last year, the gentleman who literally has been to pretty much any mining region in the world you can think of, he is bringing to us his best version of amazonite, and he says things to look for: great colour of quality, beautiful chatoyancy. The best quality amazonite you can get is Russian amazonite, but it is mined out now. Russian amazonite. I'm bringing it to you now. I'm bringing it to you right here, right now. I spoke to the buying team about bringing more of this in. This is sort of just over a month ago now. I got told, don't worry, Bex, we're already on it, but we cannot do it. This is done. This is dusted. We, as a buying team, have attempted to repurchase this, but we, as of yet, have not been able to get a connection. So that means that if this sells out tonight, you are, let's say, randomly, our management team put in an order for this today, let's say, you are likely going to be waiting for around about 3 months for delivery of that. That is average wait for amazonites, for example, from this location. This is already, people are in on this one. Let's just say, this is truthfully, we thought this had finished a month ago, over a month ago, 2 months ago. We thought this was gone. We thought we'd sold out in the entire company. Randomly, Liam found this code for the cabs. This is what we've got. This is what we have. Liam literally did a little scream, he just said, when he found this code. Eee! So this is a mined out gemstone. I know I keep saying that. What does mined out mean? It means Mother Nature created these over millennia. We have mined them so much that there are none left in the ground. Basically, that is what it means. Once that happens, the price goes up. But that's what Alex was saying. You want in this gemstone strength of colour. That is the popularity of this. Oh my God. Dan, what have you just dropped? This time last night, I asked you that exact question and you went, I've dropped my sausage. Tonight, it's your chips. What do you like? $19.95 for you today on this. Do you believe that we could be
bringing to you a heightened price today, because I do. Of course we could, absolutely, of course we could. But I'm bringing to you right here, right now, $19.95 in price point for something which is mined out, for something confirmed as mined out, for something that's done and dusted. And remember, as I say, it is the real deal. It is the beautiful quality. Multi-buy. How many of these? Excuse me, have I got? Approx. Lovely, Liam. Approx. As an approx. Approx 30 something approximately. So if you fancy grabbing your hands on them, now is your chance. Let me just, let me just, if I can, spin this back a bit. Let me just remind you what you said. Spin it back. Is it there? Might be a little bit further along than that. But I'll just remind you, because you might have missed it and you might be going, hey up, I totally missed that, Bex. Did he really say that? Let me just peel it across a little bit. There it is for you. Yeah.
Came from Russia.
Okay.
But I think it's been mined out now. So it was done many years ago.
They are done. Mined out now. Done a few years ago. It is Russian Amazonite. That's what he was saying. It's the best. It's mined out. It's done. It's dusted. Outrageously good price, says the lovely Liam, and I cannot disagree with you. It is a beautiful strength of colour, so do feel free to get your hands on it whilst you can. This is 0800 644 655 to get involved. You can tap the app if you so wish to, or you can just do it on JewelleryMaker.com if you're a bit, I don't know, sort of technologically minded. The collectors are in today. The collectors are in on this one, and understandably so. What we have is what we have, so if you do fancy grabbing your hands on it, do so. Let me just show you the beauty and the quality in these, and there are translucency moments to it as well, which I have to say I think is just divine. So if you do fancy grabbing your hands on it, this is your beautiful Russian Amazonite at that price point. Stunning, isn't it? Ha ha ha. Beautiful. Well done, everyone. Totally natural, mind. Should mention that. 1995. Good work. How's about? Sorry, it was a bit clunky that. Not long until tonight. Must have. Let me bring to you. Let me spin these around. Double trouble on a peridot now. I love this. Have a look. That green is so fresh. This green is zingy. It's beautiful, it's limey. Peridot, BFFs if you will, that's best friends forever, with a little known gemstone called Diamond. Yeah, best friends. They form next to each other, they do. And sometimes in your peridot you can get little elements of diamond within there. BFFs, just like yourself and I, Liam. Is that what you said? Oh, that's nice of you. Yeah. Won't say that the feeling's mutual. You know I adore you. You know I adore you, really. £11.95 for you today on a double trouble of peridot. That's £6 each. £6 each only. £6 each. I think that is a brilliant deal for a genuine gemstone. Because let's face it, these weren't just made, you know, quickly overnight by a person in a lab coat. These have been formed loads and loads and loads and thousands of years ago, forming next door neighbours with diamonds. £6 each. Well done. So I bring you something a little bit different. All right, well, just for you. That calls agate now. These are genuine, real deal gemstones with a little bit of a crackle effect added. They feel slightly mattified because they are not like polished within an inch of their life. Liam has just said, I really like these crackled agates. Liam, tell me why. They're unusual. They're not like any other gemstone or agate. To me, they've got a touch of the about them. Do you know what I mean? Very sort of circle of life. What's his name? Simba. You know what I mean? It's kind of warm savannah colours, isn't it? That is brilliant. We have got for you 14mm perfect rounds. It's £7.95 for you today. That is it, and that is for both strands. I'm not saying pick which one you like. It's £7.95 each. £7.95 for both.
Brilliant.
That is brilliant, isn't it? These are big, chunky, beautiful pieces. It is. It's very sort of sunset and sun. It's got a touch of the cinnamon about it. Bless you. Most adorable sneeze I've ever heard since Kerry sneezed. £7.95 for you today. Your sneeze is like, and your sneeze was just like someone's footstep on freshly fallen leaves. £7.95 for you today on these ones. It's a brilliant. Can you repeat that sneeze? Liam's asking. You wait till you feel another coming on and just you practice. Give us a forewarn. God, they're weird, this late show lot. They are, they're dead odd. Kerry's gone. I'm not. Well, you would say that, wouldn't you? You would. I love these as a strand. I love these as a gemstone. Quartz I'm bringing to you now, but it's rutylation that you're looking inside. Basically, quartz, fingers crossed, you want clarity, don't you? Not when it's rutile. Rutile quartz is known for all of the sort of textures internally. This, to me, is like monochrome, for those of you who don't like monochrome. Monochrome is very, very stark black on white, and sometimes I feel like that washes certain people out. Right. Let me just remind you, I did memory wire before. Have a little look back on JewelleryMaker.com. That is 1 bracelet on memory wire, 2 bracelets, 3 bracelets, 4 bracelets, easily 5 bracelets there. That'll be £1 per bracelet for a genuine gemstone. But I'm actually bringing you 2 of those strands, so that's actually 50p per bracelet for a genuine, natural gemstone. Genuine, natural, beautiful, really lovely and glossy, internally exciting gemstone. 50p a bracelet. I mean, really. Actually, you know one of those sweetie bracelets you used to get? You know those ones that you'd have them as a necklace, wouldn't you, mainly? And you'd this is probably just not just me, you'd pull them up across, you'd sort of bite one in half, and then you'd point it at someone, and you'd pull it back on the elastic, and then it would ping on someone. Do you know what I mean? And then you'd kind of eat most of the necklace until it was mainly just like slobber on your neck, because you've been like sucking at the elastic. Sylvia knows exactly. Sylvia knows exactly what I'm talking about. You wouldn't even be able to buy one of those for that price, would you? Genuinely. You wouldn't be able to buy one of them for 50p now, I doubt. Anyway, apparently I've got to head on into a break. But don't you worry, I've got oodles and oodles more coming up. After the break, I'm going to bring you something very, very special indeed. If you have a little look at these engagement rings, you will know instantly that you have got something that looks very, very expensive. When you think of engagement rings, what gemstone do you think of? Might be coming up for you after this break.
Guess who's back? Yeah, it's me, I'm back. I'm here, but before they'll let me on air, I've got to answer some questions, so here goes. I always think it's better for other people to describe me because I think I'm really sensible, level-headed. It's not true, is it? I could have a green tea with jasmine, I could have a whiskey, I could have a strawberry daiquiri. My baby cry, of course. You remember my baby cry. I can't do it now because there's people outside that I don't know, and they'll think I'm weird or that I've brought a baby in here. Can't dance. Oh, and I've broken my leg in 2 places dancing before. What's that bread called? French stick in half. That was like my leg. Material item I can't live without. If the door rang, what is the thing you don't want anyone to see you without? It's got to be your underwear. I love JewelleryMaker because, well, I never stopped loving JewelleryMaker. I love the viewers. You're all really lovely, kind-hearted people, and you're really inspirational. The people here behind the scenes are amazing, and it's such a beautiful place to be. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Yeah!
Join me on Friday. I have got the most amazing deal of the day. Beautiful rose cut, faceted opal cabochons. They are incredible. The faceting really brings out that beautiful opalescence. They're an incredible price. They're really, really limited edition though. So join me, the deal of the day, this coming Friday.
Welcome back to Jewellery
Don't look at my
Maker.
mouth.
What a brilliant yet weird thing to start back on. Producer Leo going, oh, don't look at my mouth. Hey, you could edit that down for your online dating, Liam, couldn't you? That little bit of a show reel. He's been chewing on the end of his pen, and honestly, biro everywhere. Anyway, it's lovely to be back with you. The reason that my producer basically couldn't leave my side is A, because he adores me so much, and B, because he has been muffling on about this strand. That is a brand new strand. Kerry, have you got that slide for me? Have a little look at this. I asked you to put these beautiful rings in price order from low to high. I want you, Liam, to tell me what order you put these in, please. Lowest to highest. Liam has literally put it in the same order as someone called Laura. Oh, Laura. Laura's messaging. Laura, we'll show your text. C. B. D. Yes. And A. Yeah. You're not even joking, that was your guess as well. Do you mind if I have that behind me? Sorry to be a bit of a diva, Kerry. Do you mind? Great, so you're saying most expensive, least expensive. Interesting, because I reckon a lot of people would say, see gold and go, right, we're up here in price. And the reason I'm bringing this to your attention is because these are all engagement rings, and yes, you guessed it, there is a vast difference in price point. What we have here are three very saleable, very attractive, very different sort of personality-filled engagement rings. And these are actually the engagement rings that are very much of the moment. If you're looking at these, and it is very much sort of matter of opinion, you might have an order in mind. To be entirely honest, there is of course a price difference in between them. But the thing that took my attention most was the fact that actually when you type in white gemstone engagement rings, these four were pretty much the first ones to come up. There is a very, very big difference in price point between some of these, and that is because of what they're created with. Now, the fact of the matter is that there is a massive trend right now whereby people are stepping away from the traditional engagement rings. I've spoken to you at length recently about De Beers. De Beers, the company, have said a few months ago that they essentially are limiting now their amounts of diamonds that they are taking out of the ground. And because of that, there has been a resurgence of basically any other gemstone in an engagement ring other than diamond. The sales in diamond and the production of diamond has dropped this year around 35%, which might not sound like much, but that is serious business. 35% loss for De Beers as a company in the sense of what they can sell on is massive. And because of that, we are seeing resurgence in different gemstones. Have a little look at the price of each of these individual pieces. Because there is a vast, vast, vast difference. The lowest price one you are looking at there is £366. Next up in price right there is £850. Next one up in price, £1,127. Most high priced, £16,620. The fact of the matter, and the reason I was asking you to look at those, is because it wasn't really about the price order. It was more to give you an idea of what to expect and what to see in this gemstone. Because did you notice the main difference? It wasn't really the price. It's the gemstone itself. A is a diamond, B is a white sapphire, C is a white sapphire, and D is a white sapphire. But that is what more people are now opting for over diamond. Because you can get the look, but you can save money for, you know, your house, for your deposit, exactly. This is now coming up in the ranks, and actually for many people is a more feasible and viable option for engagement rings than that of diamond as it stands right now. And if I show you this against even just the black, look at the beauty and quality within this stunning gemstone. Totally natural, white sapphire. Yep, sapphire, genuinely. We all know sapphire comes in blue, right? Why do we all think sapphire and we think blue? Because blue is the most common colour of sapphire. Clear sapphire, white sapphire, one of the rarest. Fancy owning it? Let's launch it right here. Can I just make you aware of something? By the way, this is in a daylight simulator. That is how this reacts in daylight. I have got limited edition strand right here, right now. In fact, I have only got 29, was it, something? It's incredibly limited. The graphics are about to come live. If you fancy it, get ahead of that curve, get that look of diamond for less, but actually sort of provenance-wise now, still great quality. This is limited edition strand for you. It's, you know, right there at the bottom of your screen. When we launch stones, sometimes we launch for you, you know, I might launch a strand for you that has like 300 quantity. This has got less than 30. Can we just look at that second slide again, just to give us a little reminder? I'm bringing 15 carats worth here. 15 carats worth. And I just want to point out a few things. Number one, the prices are varied. Lowest price, £366. But also look at what they're pairing them with. Gold, genuine gold. And they're pairing them with the likes of your white gold as well. Great quality as well, 555 white gold. We are bringing you the luxury, the beauty for less. This is a brilliant opportunity. Grab it whilst you can. Your price point today, already I'm taking the price of the lowest price one, and don't get me wrong, I'm well aware that this is not like for like, because, you know, this hasn't got metal with it or whatever, but I'm already taking the price of that lowest price ring, B, if you will, and I am like Zorroing it in half, and I'm giving you a fantastic deal. £217, save him, bargain, get in. don't know about you, I'm happy if I find 50p on the floor, let alone that discount. But of course, this behind me, today's must-have, it doesn't just say that for no reason. This is a launch opportunity, and what we like to do as a launch opportunity is basically thank you for viewing live. I'm about to bring you a price point which I've been told by management, because I didn't do it the other day, and then we brought the same strand that we'd done as a must-have. We brought it, like it was literally a few days later, and someone said, oh, well, I saw you do that the other day and you did it for £20 less or whatever. And basically, I got told off. But I have to say this. I cannot guarantee a price drop like this again. This is a launch price offer only. £89.95 is where management have told us to stay. But the thing is, I'm never afraid of being told off a little bit. And particularly when it's not on my shoulders. Liam has decided on this price, management. I don't believe in necessarily throwing anyone under the bus, but just to remind you, if you're watching this on recording, management, Liam, my producer, you know Liam with the swishy hair and the pen on his mouth, you know Liam, he's decided to go lower. I have nothing to do with this whatsoever. I have no idea where we're going, if I'm entirely honest. Are you serious? Where's my list gone? Which list am I on? Oh my goodness, that is ridiculous. This is natural, beautiful, white sapphire. I just want to prove a point. I thought you said 29. You actually said 25 of these we had. But look, this is just proof. That's the time we're doing it as a star buy. That's the code, it's the must-have. This is your info. It's natural, don't you know? Let me take you along. This is our quantity. That is the price point. This is oh, what's coming up next? But yeah, £69.95. We are going even lower than that, and this is our promotion list as created by the people behind the scenes. That is an incredible discount. Say it again. 54% discount. For something which I believe is absolutely stunning. It's nice to get something different. It's nice to get something unusual. And, okay, I'm going to ask you a random question now, but I want to find out on the team. Team, I would like to know your least favourite colour. Just fire it out. I'm going to start with you, Dan. Go.
Green.
Green. Kerry, go. Green as well. Michael, go. Green. Really? What's your least favourite colour, Sylvia?
Blue.
Blue? Your
do
least
blue.
favourite colour, Liam? Brown. Your least favourite colour? Yeah? I bet, and I'm no Mystic Maggie here, but I bet none of you said clear. You know what I mean? I know that's a silly thing to say probably, but I bet none of you did. That is what you're getting here though. It's white, isn't it? But this is clarity, this is crisp, this is clear. It goes with absolutely everything. It really does. Yeah. You've got the opportunity here to pair it with absolutely anything. Maybe you want to pair it with the mined out Amazonite from Russia. Maybe you want to pair it with... Oh, just moved this whole desk then. I knew I shouldn't have had that. I knew I shouldn't have had that... that other chicken nugget. Don't forget your authenticity with this, because in Liam's words, you will be bonkers if you miss out on this. I've got to move on because that is so limited. 25 only. I think that's beautiful. Oh, it doesn't have shine in real light as well. It doesn't. If you've just tuned in, bonjour, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Rebecca Redican. You can call me Becky. And it is lovely today to be joined by Sylvia. Hi,
Hello.
Sylvia. How are you?
I'm all right.
Sylvia, it's a lovely necklace. Are you a gold person, would you say?
Yes.
You are. You're a go for gold.
Definitely.
What is it you like about gold?
It's just warm. And silver just doesn't do anything for me at all.
Isn't that funny? Different sort of skin tones and hair colours and everything else. Do and don't work. Anyway, going for gold, Sylvia's going to be, well, she's with us till end of the show. And we have got some more makes coming up. We have got a lot to get in this hour, I'm being told. I need to show our next star buy, which is brand new. Oh, wrong one. I love this. I just like that it's a bit different. This is our next star buy. Do you remember that star buy sheet I showed you before? Oh, remember the price. I don't think I can pull off a wink. Do you think that was kind of...
Do it again.
What do you think? That was weird. It was almost like I was trying too hard then. It's because I can only wink with that one eye as well. I feel like I'm stealing your soul with my wink. Well, I never. What an unusual thing to say. Can we move on, please? Let me bring to you peacock freshwater pearls. I can't see any. Oh, I can, right in front of me face. Let me show you this. Have a little nosy at these peacock pearls. I love the peacock colour because from afar it looks very Tahitian, doesn't it? Tahitian pearls, of course, we bring to you here at Jewellery Maker on occasion, and it's this kind of hue from afar. But what I prefer about peacock pearls is when you have a real close look, this is not just one plain colour. This is a myriad of rainbow hues that you're getting. What colours can you see? Because there's loads, isn't there? We're not just looking at a plain purple. Gold,
Nope.
pinks.
Green, pink.
Yeah, greens and pinks, which are really different colours to see in a stone, aren't they? These are real pearls. This is a real deal. £29.95. I love the idea of this as a necklace, but you know what? I love the idea of this on a hairband as well. I think it's just going to look absolutely beautiful. Again, it's even very dark hair like my own. You know, mine's sort of a dark brunette. I think it really stands out. Imagine a little tiara twist with something like this on like a fascinator, just having them bobbing about a little bit. I think also if you like a bit of different colours. What do you think? Last hour during our avalanche. That's when they're coming up for you. Got to move on. Got to move on. On my T-bar, I should also have a really long strand. I do, of lapis lazuli. I love lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli is a really interesting gemstone, okay? There's a few things I really love about it. First off, I love the fact that when you think of lapis lazuli as a colour, you probably think of the likes of Cleopatra, don't you? Crushing this up and that kind of bright, vivid blue and makeup. Interesting thing about Cleopatra is, what did I say the other day? Cleopatra was born closer to the invention of the iPhone than she was to the building of the pyramids. Little things I love about that. It's so weird, but it's true. Another thing I love about this gemstone is it was a real way of kind of showing off and flaunting your power back in the olden days. So when we think of kind of painting of the 16th chapel, for example, back in those days, to be able to get the colour blue to finish off these beautiful landscapes, they would have needed to crush up this gemstone. They would have crushed it up, they would have mixed it with other elements to get their blue colour. And that was the only way you could get the blue colour. So basically, blue was the most expensive colour. So in ancient pictures around that time, you will see, for example, oh, I don't know, sort of hordes of people at Battle of Sea, and you will see big sort of swishing blue waves, or you'll see someone kind of maybe a lord of somewhere, and you will see them maybe sort of stood against a beautiful blue sky background. That wasn't just because he liked standing outside a bit. That was because they were flaunting their wealth, they were flaunting their riches. They were basically saying, ha, I've got the money. Look how much blue's in my painting. Because this was the most expensive colour. You had to get a genuine gemstone, crush it up, just to make a bit of paint. This, therefore, has always had that reverence about it, always had that expense related to it. I mean, the fact that you can buy this at the moment in quite high-end sort of high street shops, I think is something to be said for it as well.
what I'm bringing to you is a metre of it. A metre's worth of genuine lapis lazuli. Totally natural for a metre. Let me remind you, I can make approximately 6 bracelets out of a metre. This is a genuine gemstone. It is a historic gemstone. I'm going to bring this to you now at a drop-down deal. £16.95. I could make 6 bracelets for this. I could make a long length lariat style necklace from this. We are looking £2.83 for a bracelet if you wanted to grab your hands on this. Lapis lazuli, an incredible, that is who I was looking at the other day. There's a few people actually who are working with it at the moment, but Selfridges have got, I am not saying this is the same, Selfridges have got a set of earrings in at the moment with natural lapis lazuli for £8,150. Yeah, I mean a snip at half the price. But yeah, I think it's just a beautiful gemstone, I really do. It's such a lovely colour. It makes me think of riches and royalty. Real royal blue, isn't it? Oh. It's £16.95 for you today. God, I've got the itchiest nose. Oh, that's it, it's gone. Not my nose, the itch. £16.95 for you today. Well done, one and all. I've got some amazing things beside me. Ooh. You know, I did the white sapphire for you earlier on. How's about I do a traditional colour now? Your blue sapphire. Before I found JewelleryMaker, I genuinely, it would never have crossed my mind that I would be able to afford more than like maybe one piece of sapphire jewellery. And let's be honest, would I have bought myself sapphire jewellery? No, probably not. I'd feel guilty. That in my mind, before I found JewelleryMaker, I'd think about blue sapphire jewellery and I would think about 4 figures, 5 figures maybe. And I would, you know, I would feel so guilty buying that for myself, but it would be maybe something that I might once acquire as a gift. I never would have imagined before I found JewelleryMaker and before I started working with genuine gemstones like this that I would be able to not only own it and wear it, but to craft with it. Oh my goodness, that's just cool. I, as you know, have a crafting business. I don't make jewellery, I don't sell jewellery, but I have a crafting business which I will incorporate genuine gemstones into. Sapphire is always one of those that when people are asking for a commission and I go there with my portfolio and I say, and also you have the opportunity to add in sapphires, it is that eye-raising moment of what, sapphire colours or sapphire, no, real sapphire. It's a luxury and it's a, I think, highly regarded gemstone. And what I love about this one in particular is, first off, it's the Burmese variety. I brought to you Burmese ruby yesterday that were very, very popular. I'm now bringing to you Burmese sapphire. Remember, ruby and sapphire are the same gemstone, of course. I am bringing to you here great glossiness from that location as well, that real virtuous lustre. I would never have imagined to be able to buy a set of earrings, stud earrings even for this price. It is natural. This is not filled. It is not treated in any way. I sound like I'm going off on a tangent. I promise you I'm not. Don't worry. I went for an eye test a few weeks ago, and you had to do this thing where you put your head on in this screen, and you had to look straight ahead, and they put these little dots in. You had to click the clicker, basically to work on your peripherals. They said that my peripheral vision was exquisite, perfect. Which is why, even though I was looking at you, I could see as that price came in, Sylvia in my peripherals going, "Wow, at that price." Wow, that made you wow, Sylvia.
It did.
Why the wow?
Because it's just unbelievable, really.
It really is, isn't it? When you think about sapphire, you think about something that you'd have to save up for, you know, for maybe days, weeks, months, maybe even years. And that's incredible, that. Say again, Poppet Chops. I was hoping you were going to say this. So, if you want to, this is a totally different look, but if you wanted to do like a fully sapphire strand, a necklace, what you might do is you might do like a few rondelles and then a drop as an ideal, maybe, if you're starting out. Et voila. Look at what I'm bringing to you. Sapphire drops now. Real sapphire.
These ones are from Madagascar now. Different location, these ones. We don't really get to see drops of sapphire that often, if I'm totally honest with you. Oh my goodness. If I paired these with this, okay, and I separated them out, maybe did like two of these and then one of these, two of these, one of these, and put a little bit chain at the back, I would easily be able to get two fully sapphire necklaces out of these two strands. And I get it for less than £80. All right. Less than £60. All right. £50. £24.95 for this one as well. So get your drops, get your rondelles, get a bit of chain, alternate, 2 necklaces, one for you, one for your friend, your best mate, and there you go, job's a good one. Would they, if you're gifting them a fully sapphire necklace, they will no way in my mind expect that you've paid for the accumulation of those about £25 if you're using half the strand. No chance. £25 is equivalent to like one of those nice boxes of, you know, flowers. You can get the boxes of flowers, you know what I mean? That, yeah. Oh yeah, you can spend £40, £50 on something like that. Oh yeah, absolutely. I paid £5, more or less than that. £5 less than that for a jump ring from Tiffany. I kid you not, jump ring. Yeah, swear, jump ring from Tiffany, yeah. I didn't frame it, no, it was as a gift. For £24.95. Thank you for me brew, Michael. Very nice of you. Very nice. Flipping heck, it's boiling, that. I shouldn't be surprised. £24.95 for you. I've got to move on, but well done, everyone. Ombre. Sapphire now. I love that with sapphire you think naturally blue. Blue is one of the more promoted colours, it's one of the most popular colours because it's one of the most readily available colours. You do get sapphire in different hues though. This strand is, just get ready, if you like positivity in colour, this is sapphire. Beautiful. What do you think?
I'd never have guessed.
No, you're right. Never have guessed. And I completely understand. This is not a highly much spoken about kind of colour palette that you get of your sapphire at all. But you do get it in these beautiful, unique and individual colours. The GIA, which is the Gemological Institute of America, talk about sapphire and they talk about qualities of sapphire. Let me just show you this. Again, I've not logged into my GIA account. Anyone can have a look at this. Gemological Institute of America. This is them talking about sapphire. This is the first picture they have. I won't bore you with all the info, but they're talking about the quality factors. They're yammering on about summit blue, etc, etc, etc. Here you go, a bit more blue sapphire. Let me just head on down. Let me remind you that they are talking about in this luxury qualities, luxury colours, vivid saturation. They're talking about the best colours that you can get. And they are talking about here, the finest yellow sapphire is the yellow to orangey vivid saturation. This is their example. This is the Gemological Institute of America. This is their example of the best quality colours you can get. I've got every single one of those colours on this strand. They are saying this is the creme de la creme, the best of the best, the specimen beyond all specimens. I have got those kind of hues running through here. It's unique, it's individual, it's rare, and we're bringing it to you tonight. I love that it's something a bit different. And you know what? I'm not afraid of a conversation starter myself. I love the idea of wearing something like this and someone going, ooh,
what's that? And you've been able to say, it's actually sapphire, and starting a conversation about, oh yeah, sapphire doesn't come in just one colour. Basically, when it's forming, it depends what kind of element is within the growth pattern. It's dependent on what the colour is. £49.95 for you today is a brilliant price point for something that is avant-garde, for something that is slightly different. It is your fancy sapphire quality, and it could just be me, but a word springs to mind. Papadasha. Don't you think? Those are the kind of colours that spring to mind when I look at this anyway. Papadasha sapphire, one of the most expensive on the planet, that come with pink, purpley, red colours, orange, yellow colours. That's what I think of when I look at this. If you do love getting your hands on things like this, then it is absolutely worth you grabbing your hands on it now. Shall I do another star buy? Shall I? How's about I bring you a little bit of something different? We here at JewelleryMaker, how do I put it? Well, we've got loads of people who work behind the scenes. We really do. We have, well, what departments do we have? Obviously we have, like, we're a business, we have standard departments like HR and stuff like that. But we have, like, social media team. And what other teams do we have here at JewelleryMaker that are a bit different? Kit team. That's unusual, isn't it? Pardon? I mean, the kit team's a bit unusual. I wouldn't, you know, nip down Alfred's and be like, oh, have you got a kit team? Do you know what I mean? We've got, yeah, in-house beaders. I mean, that's a cool team too, isn't it? The storage team. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, we have teams and teams of people. Our buying team is amazing, and it is headed up by a lady called Marie. Marie is someone who has worked in the industry for many years, and she's worked in locations such as Hatton Gardens. She has the most interesting stories to tell, and I won't sort of go into it now, but it's all about, like, having to make one-off pieces of diamond jewellery for princes, literal princes, from other countries, and having to literally travel all around the world to get enough diamonds in the right colour for one necklace that was sold for X amount of £1 million, and she had to go around the world and get these. It's really cool, it's dead exciting. Anyway, she heads up our buying team, and what I really like about Marie is not only is she really into her gemstones, but she's really into showing you different ways that gemstones can be created. The strand I'm about to bring you now has been cut specifically for us, and this is nice because it lets you see the way in which this gemstone forms, but also how it can look with a little bit of work. This is your brand new Sylvia. It is truthfully just stunning. So let me just briefly explain what this is. So I'm bringing to you now your beautiful Fouchite, and this comes with the don't forget, when we talk about the word "ite" at the end of something, it's short for gemstone. I know this is boring, but it's important stuff to know, isn't it? "Ite" at the end basically means gemstone, and that's what we've got here. What I have for you with this gem is something which forms very uniquely. And basically what we've done is, if you imagine, I've not actually got this gemstone forming here, but if you imagine, this is a forming gemstone, this kyanite's different, but still. If you imagine this gemstone forming, you are going to have the rough outside, and then if you slice into it and polish it, you're going to get that beautifully polished inside. And usually what we'll do is we'll do one or the other. We'll keep it all raw and rough, so we'll just cut off that section and maybe thread it. Or we'll take off a bit, polish it down so it's all beautiful and nice and pretty, and then you can have it that way. We've done best of both worlds on this. The lovely Marie has opted to keep a little bit of rough material, raw material if you will. Fold these over so you kind of get an idea, which has a real high element of metallic within it. So this is the raw side of it, if you will. Oh, see if you can see the natural metallics in this. You can a little bit, can't you? Ah, there you go. Almost looks like solder, doesn't it? That's not actually solder, that is the high metal metallic content that this naturally forms with. So that is your side view. We've essentially gotten the raw material and sliced it. so that you get to see the inside view as well. This is one of those strands that is going to create some really quirky and unusual jewellery. But what I like it for is you get to actually see the gemstone. You get to actually see that on the outside it looks really unusual, it looks really different. But then you splice inside it, you give it a polish, and voila, there you are, the gemstone is shown off. This, by the way, you know the metallics that you see in that kind of mica? This is sometimes known as the fairy stone for that reason. So if you yourself are captivated by, you know, sort of the mythical creatures, then this is definitely a one for you to get your hands on. It's those lovely little micas that you get internally that are entirely natural, giving you that lovely sparkle. We are bringing to you right now the fairy crystal, your wonderful fusite today. It's $19.95 yet again. Says star by beside me or behind me. We are going to give you a launch price deal on this one. Bringing to you right here, right now. Oh, I see, you're going against the rules, are you? Mm. I showed earlier on, accidentally, it was by accident, the price that is on my sheet. I was showing something else and I showed the underneath one. $11.95 it's stated. But because I showed it, we're going to have to go lower now because everybody already knew. It's my impression of Liam, which actually, uncanny. Shall I give you this opportunity to grab your hands on this one? If you want to grab your hands on this one today, you have the opportunity to do so. Guess what? We are going under a tenner on this one today. £9.95. This is such an unusual look. It's an interesting look. If you're looking at this and going, Bex, I like the story of it. I like how different it is. I like the fact that it's a fairy crystal, but I'm not so sure about those rough outside. Do something about it. Seed bead around them.
It's like framed little pieces. It's like a little frame on each piece.
It is natural. I love that. A natural frame. That's a great, yeah, that's a brilliant way of putting it. Oh, just put that. It's a natural frame that you've got around these beautiful gemstones. If you fancy grabbing it, do feel free to come on through. I've got loads more to come, mind you. Let me show you a few of the little tidbits I've got coming in. Have a little nose. That's lovely. I just think that's such an interesting gem. That's coming up in the final hour, which is merely 22 minutes away approximately, which is when I'll be moseying on over to Crafty Corner and we'll be perusing all of Sylvia's and her wonderful friends' delights. Yeah, honestly, these are ace. Liam is saying they really are delicious mates. He didn't say it quite as weirdly as I did then. I think it was the fact that I slowed down halfway through the word. Delicious makes, fine. Delicious. Weird. I made it weird, didn't I? I did. But hey. On that note, shall we move on? Yes, go on, lovely Liam. Let me bring to you some pearls. How much would you be prepared? Be honest, if you nip to, I don't know where you shop mainly for your jewellery, you know, before maybe finding us, Argos, H. Samuels, Claire's Accessories. If you went to any of those places and you wanted to buy pearl stud earrings, what price might you look for? I mean, it varies, doesn't it? Let me have a look. Pearl studs. I'll just see the kind of prices that come up because I've got some here to make you a set. These, again, are not like for like, but... well, they're not like for like. The first one that comes up £99, next one that comes up £240, next one that comes up £200. Do your own research. You might think you're making that up. I swear I'm not. Why would I? There's no need. Pearl earrings are expensive as a general rule. These, perfect for earrings. They're not earrings yet, but these, if I show you, let me just flip it over, flat back, half drill hole at the back. So if you put wire through there, stone silver wire, if you want a piece of 0.8 wire or whatever, put that through there, use a butterfly back or make your own. I can't remember if Gemma Crow's launched that DVD yet, which tells you how to make your own butterfly back. Might not have launched yet, but I filmed it a while ago. Make your own butterfly back, that as a beautiful pearl earring. So I've got here for you a pair of pearl earrings. Beautiful. That is not it though. There you go. 5 pairs. 5 pairs of beautiful pearl earrings. If I said I could sell a pair of pearl earrings for £5 and make a profit, you probably wouldn't believe me, but it's true. There you go. 5 pairs for £6.95 today. Lovely Alan. Alan, the man with the plan, the guy who knows it, the wonderful gentleman who you will know from our wonderful time in Gdansk together. Have you met him yet? I'm gonna invite him out on screen. Come on, Alan. He's not very happy about this, but I bet your bottom dollar he'll have a beautiful smile on his face. Oh, hey! First off, what are you still doing here, Alan?
I forgot a couple of bits and I went to put some bits on the server as well.
We'll put some bits on the server. You live a rock and roll life. Look at this.
Hey guys, how we doing?
One of the tallest men in the biz, I think it's safe to say.
Yeah.
You had something very important to say about these. You used a special word. What was that word?
I said they were beautiful.
And you said it just like that?
Yeah.
With that sort of crispness at the end?
Beautiful.
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 Do you think if you whipped these up into a set of earrings, your other half would be...
Oh, she'd love them.
Would she?
She would love them.
Would she be over the moon?
Yep. Yeah, she would.
They are?
Plus, our daughter's middle name is Pearl, so she'd...
Oh my gosh, I didn't know Dad's middle name was that. Oh my gosh, that's so lovely.
Yeah, it would be big up.
Big up.
Big up.
Oh, it'd be dad points all around, wouldn't it?
Oh, wouldn't it?
Lovely Alan, you're going back to your wonderful family now. What are you up to with your evening?
Not a great deal, really.
No.
I'm just going to sit and chill in front of the TV.
You had your tea yet?
No, I haven't.
What are you going to have?
I don't know, actually. I might go for spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh, you live on the edge, you! Alan, 5 me. Have a lovely evening.
See you later, guys.
I had to go up on my tiptoes for that. Did you see? I look so small, apparently. Have a lovely evening.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Isn't he gorgeous? Oh, he's lovely, our Alan. He's so nice. He really is. He's brilliant. Wow. If you watch like a VT as well, or a DVD, quite often it's edited by our Alan. Lovely Alan. Alan's the one who we had a gorgeous trip to Gdansk together. Lovely little trip to Poland. Where are we going here? Oh, let me bring you this. No, I did not call him Alex. No, I didn't. You lot are lying. You lot are complete liars. You're so silly. Let me show you these. These are slightly different to the others, so let me show you them in comparison. These are a little bit more dainty. Look at these. Whoppers! The ones we've just brought. But now I'm bringing you these. Liam is saying because Alan's Liam, middle name for his daughter is Pearl, we are going to give you an incredible price. Pocket money price, if you will. Hang on. 5 pairs, 70p per pair of earrings. I mean, realistically, Sylvia, is it just me? When you think of pearls and you think of pearls in designs, pearls in earrings, I think it's a high price, isn't it? Usually.
Yep.
Not today. Oh, hey up. How much did you say per pair? 70p. You know what that is? Price of a first class stamp. What do you mean, here we go? Me and my grandma are pen pals, and I have had to send her letters every single day, well, every single week, since I was very, very young. First class stamps. Tell you, expensive. Becky, do you have a secret crush on Alan? He seems so lovely. Don't! They're now going to me. Look at how red she's gone. Leave me alone, Tim. Look, she's going red. You're the same colour as your mug. You lot are cheeky.
I don't have a secret crush on him. I just love him. I don't. He's just gorgeous. He's just a lovely guy, isn't he? He's just fab. And he's just. It sounds like I fancy him, does it? No, I don't. I don't. He's a taken man, also. Yeah. Oh my goodness, his daughter is the cutest little oh, just beautiful. What did you say then, Poppy? Opportunity, is that what this is called? Oh my goodness. I'm about to bring you opal. Not the type of opal you might normally expect. This is genuine pink opal and genuine sky blue opal we've got here for you. I know what you might be thinking if you're quite new to us. You're thinking, why on earth have you got your mitts on opal and you've dyed it them two really random colours? I know what you're thinking. If you knew, I get it. Here's a little bit of information for you. These are both natural. Opal from like Ethiopia is probably the one you know that's like got all the trapped fire internal, etc. But opal forms in loads of places in the world. Opal refers to a structure more than anything. You ever been bingo? Yeah, oh, I love the bingo, me, love it. Think old school bingo, or less Mecca, more bingo at your local sort of community centre. You know, they have the bingo ball machine and they rattle it round and all the balls sort of jiggle about, don't they? And then they sit in the bottom, don't they? So they sit at the bottom, here are a few of them, and then you've got more sort of, the balls kind of naturally sit within each other, right? Does that make sense to you? Yeah? Say these are them, and then it stacks up like that, and then up like that. That's basically how opal forms. If you get a microscope on this, that is how it forms. It's not like that gemstone behind me, that gemstone behind me, that gemstone behind me, that forms in long crystals. It's really interesting formation. This is opal, same kind of formation in a way as that of Ethiopian, but different. What I'm bringing to you right here, right now, is your opportunity. Alan's back in, so my gorgeous family and team thought they'd put this text back in. Becky, do you have a secret crush on Alan? He seems so lovely. He's just holding his hands up in the air. What can you say? I mean, it's an awkward way to break it to someone, isn't it? I have got here for you 2 strands of genuine opals, and I'm bringing it to you today for £14.95 only. That is it. I think these are really individual and unique. If you think, bye Alan, bye Alan, bye Alan, love you, bye bye. I joke. When you think of opal, are these the type of colours you would think of, Sylvia? Kind of opal pinks and blues, or does your mind go somewhere else?
My mind goes to what you said in the first place.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's quite nice to have something a little bit different, I think, a little bit unusual. And this actually, the colours in this, pairing them together, sort of reminds me of this borrower's dress that we're going to show you in a little bit, which, oh my gosh, you're just going to love it, it's ace. Well done, absolutely every single one of you on that one. It is £14.95. I've got to move on because I've got more to fit in. Oh. Imagine yourself on holiday. Okay, I don't mind where it is, but imagine it's coastal, okay? Imagine let's find out where the team are, okay? You sat looking at the ocean. Where are you, Kerry? You're in Hawaii. I love it. Dan, yourself, where are you, my love? Cornwall, gorgeous. What about yourself, Sylvia? You're out somewhere. Scarborough, I love it. You sat out on the beach, you're looking off into the water. How do you want the water to look?
Not like Scarborough's.
Do you want it to be murky? Do you want to look out and say, oh, Brenda, I don't know why, oh, Brenda, isn't that sea lovely and murky? Or do you want to look out on that ocean and bask in the colours like this? Yeah. Less Morecambe, more Maldives, this, isn't it? I am bringing to you beautiful quality of your aqueous colours in here, and this is a gemstone out of this world. No, genuinely, that is not a turn of phrase. This gemstone has been found outside of our planet. It's actually been found in quite big quantities on the moon. And the reason I bring that up to you is because when you look at this colour, especially the natural sort of neon colours, that is an out of this world colour almost. Do you know what I mean? It's exotic, it's holiday. It is the type of colour that I believe, if I was sat, you know, I don't know, maybe in the Caribbean. I'm sat in the Caribbean. I'm sat on the edge. I'm sat, I don't know, whereabouts in the Caribbean. I was going to say sort of Nassau, but maybe, yeah, pool in Nassau. Sat down, looking with my feet just dipped into the pool, cocktail in hand. I'm in the mood for a, I'm in the mood for a, what do I fancy? A woo-woo maybe. Maybe a bit of a woo-woo, yeah. That is where I am with this. It's exotic, it's holiday, it's quenching. Good word. It's $14.95, which quite frankly is about the same price as a cocktail in Nassau. Well done every single one. Let's move to some microfaceted now, and this one is a microfaceted rose quartz. I know this is going to sound really, really hard, but if you had a pencil and a piece of paper, and I said to you, draw 30 centimetres worth of perfect round 2 mils, you'd be hard stretched to do it. Genuinely, I know it sounds silly, but you wanted them all to be consistent, all next to each other, exactly 2 mil each one. It'd be tricky, it'd be difficult. Now imagine doing it, not on paper, but with a gemstone, and not with a pencil, but with a lathe, because that is how these are created. These are not made in a factory, these are not made by laser impressions and laser cut, or I don't know, a 3D printer. These are hand carved, which I think goes to show the skill of our wonderful cutters. This has been cut in Jaipur for us here at JewelleryMaker. We are bringing to you your incredible rose quartz. Think about the time, effort and energy that it would take to cut something like this. It is entirely natural. At $6.95, never mind even drawing them, let alone getting the genuine gemstone and cutting them. Do you know what I mean? That, I think, is a beautiful, high-end looking gemstone, and it's going to work with loads of other gemstones as well. You could have this sort of netting or going around the gems if you wanted to, like these cabochons I did before. You know, use your imagination a bit, but you get the sort of idea, don't you? Sort of housing these in, that's going to look beautiful. And you can stitch them with like your seed beads, say, you know, a bit of seed bead embroidery with something like that. There are still a few of those Russian Amazonite left if you want the final ones. As we said earlier on, it is a goner. It's done, it's dusted. Oh, my thing's just logged me out. Oh, you mischievous little kipper. £6.95 for you on those ones today. Keep dialing. In front of me, I have a pendant. Which colour? Sea fossil. I love these. Sea fossils are literally that. It is a fossil from the sea. I know. How do we come up with the names? If you're thinking of a fossil, you may well expect to see almost like an amylite shape or a conch shape. Actually, what you've got here is more like an imprint of a historic coral. It's not exactly that. Obviously, it's essentially illegal to collect coral from the ocean. It's not that. This is historic. This is ancient. But when you look at this, you are going to be able to see that fossilization is totally, totally natural.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible?
Amazing.
That is totally real, okay? It's a snapshot of history. All of this pattern is Mother Nature. Isn't that just magical? I love the fact that you can wear something like this, which is Mother Nature's fingerprint. You know, this is a different specimen of it, so it's not just that we've got a real... They'll all be different. Every single one's totally different. But you can actually see the way in which these have got that kind of epicenter of which they grow out of over time. I think it's magical. Just this on a little bit of leather cord, I think would be beautiful as, like, you know, sort of casual wear piece. I'm bringing it to you today. It's 110 carats for £5.95. FOGP 23 is your code if you want to grab this, and it is just £5.95. I have got another colour of it as well that I'm going to just slide on in for you. This one's going to come up next for you. Drill hole at the top of this one. This has been dyed black, and so it makes that colour sort of pop out a little bit more. The graphics are going to come in for this, and I imagine we're going to do a similar price to the other. For you today, 80 carats worth, slightly daintier, this one. We're going to, because of the carat weight difference, we're going to actually make it a little bit cheaper, a bit more affordable. Plot spoiler alert, £4.95 about to come in, and that is your opportunity. Straight after the break, I'm going to do a quick deal of the day recap, and then you are going to be obsessed with a capital OB when you see these incredible pieces that the lovely Sylvia and her friends have created. So do not ye go anywhere. We'll all be back in a few tickety-boos.
Wake up and tune into JewelleryMaker every morning at 8 a.m. for our early bird special. We have some great offers, amazing deals and great prices to bring to you. So that's 8 a.m. every morning, and you know what they say, the early bird catches the worm. You can watch our JewelleryMaker show every day on our website by clicking the Watch and Buy Online link in the top right-hand corner of our homepage.
At JewelleryMaker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with JewelleryMaker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Join me on Friday. I have got the most amazing deal of the day. Beautiful rose-cut, faceted opal cabochons. They are incredible. The faceting really brings out that beautiful opalescence. They're an incredible price. They're really, really limited edition though. So join me, the deal of the day, this coming Friday.
That looks nice.
Really does, doesn't it? Tanzanite is a one-locational gemstone. Welcome back, by the way, Sus. Hi, welcome back. Tanzanite is a one-locational gemstone, and it's a really cool gemstone because it was found completely by accident, okay? This gemstone was found by someone who was looking for a gemstone, and he was a tailor by trade, actually. So he would go around lots of different places of the planet and would essentially give his skills as a tailor to, for example, get lifts places. So he'd say, for example, Michael, you've got a little hole in that hat at the back. Do you want me to stitch it up for you?
Yes, please.
Great. Can you give us a lift 120 miles north?
No.
Right. It was like that, but more successful. And he essentially found this gemstone a bit by random. This gemstone has gone from strength to strength to strength, so much so that this gemstone recently started getting poached. People basically were going to the mine at the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro and stealing this, which is why we always say, be really careful where you buy your gemstones. You know, it's something which can affect people's lives in many, many different ways. Anyway, it's being poached, so big company, Tanzanite One, built a massive wall around it. And then literally over the last few months, we have seen Tanzanite making more money than it's ever made before. So we were like, yes, Tanzanite's on the up, it's brilliant, it's great news for Tanzanite. Oh no, hang on, biggest supplier, closes its doors, no more coming out of the mine, done and dusted. The thumbs up quickly change. This is a government closure. It is closed. Can you two stop tickling each other? We have got a government closure on this mine, which means that the main location is sort of done and dusted for now. It might be a month, it might be a year, we don't know. But it's basically already had an effect to spike the price. This is an incredible strand that I'm bringing to you. It's today's one to own. Deal of the day. Darn it, so close. Deal of the day. Have a little nose at what our in-house designs are done with it. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So let me show you the strand. Oh, hang on. Oh, well, there you go. There's the strand. There's the strand, as is. The quality of this is beautiful, and it is your Tanzanite. Tanzanite's tagline has always been 1,000 times rarer than diamond. So for every, you know, every Tanzanite you could get 1,000 carats worth of diamond. It is actually beyond that now, so the scarcity levels of this are even more excessive from what is now out of the ground. It's unique, it's individual, it's expensive. I'll be honest, it's one locational gemstone. But we are doing it as a deal of the day price point. Prices everywhere else are escalating. Prices here, today anyway, are falling. $39.95. If you know anyone who's born in December, this is their birthstone. This is one of their birthstones. So a beautiful gift to be able to get for them. Really nicely stranded. Great quality. If you do want to treat yourself, do seize the moment right here, right now, because it is a one-off price. That is not a start price, by the way. That is a drop-down deal for deal of the day. So feel free to grab it if you fancy it. Speaking of fancy, we're about to dive on into some really fancy jewels that are being created by the wonderful Sylvia and the wonderful Beadworkers Guild. But just whilst you can, grab that right here, right now. I'm going to let you see the kit first, and then we're going to, quite frankly, have a good old natter, if that's all right. Let me show you what is in this kit, which for any of you who describe yourself as magpies, you're going to love this. We use that term quite a lot here at JewelleryMaker, and what we mean by sort of magpies are people who love sparkle, people who love things that sparkle and shine. And the term magpie is something which has actually been proven to be an actual, there's actual sort of basis behind it. And the basis that many scientists believe is, back in the ancient times at the start of man, one of the things that we were searching for as humans to stay alive was water, right? And when we used to look out on horizons and we would see sparkling light hitting water, we knew that our thirst was going to be quenched soon. So apparently that is an inherent thing built within us, back from sort of ancient man, that
if you see sparkle, it's something that kind of we as humans naturally sort of gravitate towards. Yeah, exactly. And that is what you have got here. If you love anything that sparkles, get ready to be quenched, because I have got for you here your beautiful collection with your Swarovski bicones. The sparkle on these. Were you bedazzled every time you picked one up?
Yes.
They are beautiful. So can you give me the colours on these? Because quite frankly, I've locked myself out by accident.
Oh.
Sorry. I'll give you 2 ticks.
I think we've got rose. I think it's rose pink.
Rose pink. I'm going to go for that. We have got for you 6mm on each in your Swarovski, 48 pack. You've got your light rose bead.
Oh, there's a rose in there somewhere.
Close. Which, you're getting 48. You're also getting your black diamond colour, 48 of them again. You're also going to be getting these Mayuki seed beads, which quite frankly are popty pings, which is Welsh for microwave, so that makes no sense. Oh, thank you for logging me back in. But I mean, there's like a pop and a ping of colour with these. You have got the beautiful transparent fuchsia, 15 O's on those, and then you've got the silver, and they have got that lovely galvanisation, so real metallic colour, and these are your 15 O's too. What is good about 15 O's for anyone who's not worked with them before?
Well, for anybody who's not worked with them before, I wouldn't say go for that on your first attempt.
Yeah, because they're the smaller ones,
they are
aren't
very small, yeah. But, you know, I love them. I love size 15s. They allow you to get more detail and finer finish on some things, you know, but it takes time.
Yeah, of course. Because
the
they're dainty.
beads, more of them you need.
But they create such a almost lace-like, I know it's a silly term to use maybe, but they're so fine. They almost can look sort of, well, lacy in a way, can't they? I am bringing to you the 2 tubes, and I've also got for you the vast amount of Nymo cord, which just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Let's give you a great deal, shall we? Big Swarovski, 48 of each pack, so just shy of 100 basically in each one. £23.95 for you today on that full collection. And what a collection. Check out what has been created with these, because they are just beautiful. These are the kind of pieces and the kind of rings that you would wear, and you would, every time you moved your hand, you would keep doing exactly what you have just done there. Yeah, you'd wear it and you'd yes, I would, thank you. Been waiting. These, oh my gosh, these are comfortable as you like. Oh my gosh, that actually fits me.
I was going to say, I'm actually going on a smaller finger.
Yeah, no, that's actual perfect size for me. Oh my gosh,
I've got little fat fingers, that's nice.
Look at the sparkle. This is the type of one that you wear them and you go, oh, hello. Oh, catch an eye. Oh, hello. These are absolutely beautiful, and we're going to learn how to create something like this in a short time. But now, do you mind if we spend a little moment or two talking about the Beadworkers Guild? Because obviously this is a name that a lot of people in crafting will know. But how can you get involved with it? First off, what is great about being part of it, and what can you do to get involved with it?
Oh, what's great about being part of it? Well, we're just like a big family, really, a bit like you lot here.
Yeah.
But we've got members all over the world, and they only have to go to the website. They can join straight from there. They can phone, they can email. It's easy to join. There's lots of groups all over the country for people that are in the UK. And, you know, they get the journal 4 times a year as well. And we have several events that they can come to. We have competitions. So
can we talk about
on.
these,
Absolutely,
please?
Well,
okay, which one do you want to talk about? Talk about them all.
Well,
them all.
First of all, let me explain. Previously, I've always brought big pieces, which have been made by groups of ladies.
Collection of you.
So today I thought I would let some of the individuals have a little bit of spotlight.
Perfect.
So the golden ankh on the top here, the theme for our challenge this last year was Jewels of the Nile.
Oh, beautiful.
And this one was the beginner's entry, the golden one, the winner.
That's a beginner's piece, wow.
Yeah. the criteria is they've got to have been beading, I think it's for less than a year to enter on the beginner's one.
Blimey.
And I think that is Katie Fyson. Sorry if I've said it wrong, but that's how I've written it down.
That's a stunning piece. That's amazing.
So yeah, that fits the theme perfectly. And the other piece, the piece that you really like.
If this was adult size and not so see-through.
Shall we pick it up?
Yeah, go on,
you
pick
can
it
see
up.
it from there. The little dress, you can hold that bit.
Thank you so much.
And
have a little look.
You've got little flip-flops to go with it. Whoops, folded
How
pictures.
adorable is this?
And we had a new category this year when it was called the Matchbox Challenge. So all of these pieces fit into a little matchbox. There was another piece as well, but I don't think it was quite finished, so I left it. And she's even beaded the little coat hanger.
Isn't that truly magical?
It is. Now this lady is not, she's not new to winning. She has won before, but this was a new category. This was a new, no, well she's still in the sort of climbing the categories of the competition. And this is Rosie Westby, so if you're looking, Rosie, hi.
Well done to you.
Well done.
These are incredible. If you would like to do a larger version that's not see-through, I will be happy to model that for you. It's gorgeous. Gosh, that must have taken such a long time. Oh, how incredible is creativity like this? Just fabulous. It really, truly is. That is magical. So, we can get involved on your website, of course. Have a little nosy at this. There you go. Here's all the info you need. Get a pen and paper, or get your camera out, take a quick pic. There you go.
The thing. There we go.
There it is. So that is the information, beadworkersguild.org.uk if you want to get involved. Can I just let you know as well, my lovely Liam is saying to me to remind you the avalanche starts from the price of the kit.
Ooh.
You don't know what price avalanche is? Basically, start with a high price, the next item has to be the same or lower. So the next item I'm going to bring you has to be $23.95 or less. Just a little heads up. But let's get crafty beforehand.
Okay, got to change the specs for this one then.
Love this one. Are these the more intense Spectre goggles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm using slightly, well this time I'm using size 11s, but...
So you can see them.
The rings, yeah, quite. So the rings were made with size 11s. Size 15, sorry. So, this is... For anybody who was watching last time I was on, a similar starting point. So we pick up the bicone and we go through it twice.
Through the same bicone twice over?
On one side.
Okay.
And I'm going to have to remove that one because it's just going to catch on everything. And then turn it over and do the same again. So you've got two
I'll
threads.
Move that out of the way for you, Sylvia.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So you now have two threads on either side of the crystal. So if you look at it from the top, maybe you can see. I'm not sure whether you can see. You got that? Yeah.
Et voila.
So you need to be that close in really for this one because it's quite small.
Okay.
But then we're going to bead all the way around, and you're going to pick up 2 beads to start with so that there's no thread on the outside of the bead. And then under the 2 threads on one side and back up the second bead.
I see.
Like so. And then you're going to do that again. And you're going to continue to do that all the way around the crystal until you've 5 on each side only. You think there's room for more beads, but you can't cram more in because you're only going to need the spaces.
Got you.
So you put 5 on either side, and when you've got all of those on, swap crystals. When you get to the last one, you then have to connect it to the first one. Make sure that that first one, you're going in from the outside in, so to speak. If you go in from this side, you won't have the connection in the right place.
I got you.
So you've got to go all the way around to the top of that bead, and I generally catch it back underneath the threads on that side of the crystal. Usually from that side too, because I can't see. But I'm going to go up the bead instead this time because I'm covering my own sort of vision, if you like. So you've got 5 beads on each side, and all the holes should be sitting on the crystal. So your holes are facing, you know, if you put your needle into the bead, it will touch the crystal. So they don't want to be going the other way.
I get you.
Then we're going to add crystals to the outside. If you're doing a 2-tone one, you need to do them alternately But to start off with, we're just going to do the same colour because that's the crystals I've got out here.
Okay.
7 beads. 3, 6, 7. Get off. And another crystal. And the first crystal is going to sit at the thread span nearest where your thread emerges. So you don't attach to that one, you attach to the next one. So you go under the thread between the beads, not the ones that are right against the crystal, the ones that are just between the beads, and then back up the second crystal. And then just give it a little tweak to take up the tension. And the same again. So you just turn it around a little bit.
I love this
3,
technique
6,
that you
7.
just sort of...
Oh, me scooping.
You don't do one at a time.
No.
The Sylvia scoop.
Far too slow.
Like it.
One at a time is far too slow. And they tend to fall off a bit, so I scoop them. So put it over your fingers, have control. Find the next span of thread and do the same again. Just pull it through, hold on to your thread so your crystal can't move, and back up your crystal. Okay? So you do that, and then you do that all the way round. And on this piece, I did do the colours alternate. And I'm at the last one. Just get the tail out of the way. You can see they're a bit crinkly because it's a bit tight. So you have to just push them out of the way to make sure you get one in each space.
Okay.
When you get to the last one, you need to add your 7 beads. That one's stuck to the other one. And that one doesn't want to go through. Usually these galvanised ones are quite good, but some of them just get the holes blocked. 3, 6, 7. So when you've got your last one on, you join it against the first one with your 7 beads on, and the other beads getting in the way of the hole. Push them out of the way, that's it. And then if you can, just give it a little tweak so that you can turn it, so that you can just catch that thread between the 2 beads again. And that finishes off your first part. Get your beads on and back up your crystal. And then you've got this wibbly wobbly kind of situation.
I love that. That's a really playable pendant's kind of cool.
Yeah, the last element of this that we did on the previous show, we had them flat. But this time we want them to do this.
A bit wobbly.
So once you've come out of your crystal, you need to go down a set of your seed beads. So make sure you capture all 7, otherwise you'll have an odd one sticking out somewhere. And then you're going to pick up another 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. And you're going to go back, you're going to squish them down and go back through the previous 7. So you've got this little triangle thing going on. And you pull that up.
I see.
And you've got a little triangle.
Oh, that's nice.
And then you need to move on. So we go down as they appear, and then up the next set. Keep the tail out of the way. Wiggle them a bit to get the line in. And then I've turned it over so I can see what I'm doing. Down the next one, and then when you've got, you're always going around in this sort of triangular motion. 3, 6. Pick up 7 and then go back again through. And if you've got a 2-tone one, you'll find that you end up with, you need 6 of the one colour, so you've got 1 in the middle, and that colour I've got on the top, and then but you can squish them the other way around so you have the grey on the bottom if you wanted to. So you just decide, you can fiddle with them before you start stitching them together.
Yeah, and which way you want them.
Yeah. So if you wanted the black on top, you just push the grey one underneath and you can have the black and see what you feel like.
That's
so you
cool.
do that all the way round.
Yeah.
And then we've got to swap colour now because
we are swapping colour. Whilst we are, let me just remind you, Avalanche is coming up in a bit for you. Sylvia, where's your accent from?
York. Diluted by Milton Keynes.
Oh, it's a lovely accent, I have to say. Wow.
I've been in Milton Keynes a long time, so...
Yeah? Have you? Many a year?
Oh, 30 plus.
Blimey, that's a long time. Oh, hello. What's that one say? What's that word say? Wow, so excited to see my anchor, maybe, on TV. It's made me weak. And Sylvia, you did say my name right. Thank you.
Good.
Look at this. How fabulous is that? Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah.
That is a make and a half. It really, truly is. Well done to you.
It's incredible that. Hey, take a picture, say, I've seen on telly. There you are.
Absolutely. Right, I'm sorry, I'm just going to go around here. I should stop apologising. I've been told off for that last time.
What, for apologising?
Yeah, I got told off when I got home, said I'd apologise too much.
Did you?
For various things, yeah. So
Don't worry.
I'll try not to say it again.
No, it's all right. If you do, it doesn't bother us. Yeah, it's all good.
So we're almost there, one more to go. So you just keep going through all of those until you've got the full set on the bottom. 6, 7.
I've got, coming up for you, by the way, I said this about 8.5 hours ago. I might have some brooch backs on today. Guess what I've got coming up in this hour? Brooch backs.
Hey.
I didn't just imagine it. It is happening.
Right. So when you've got all of them done, you can see
it's
how
more
that ring has
structural now,
now
isn't it?
taken shape. Yeah. So and on the back, you've got no connection between each of these sets of beads. So you just go round all of these again, and you will see what a difference that makes. I'm not sure my thread's going to be long enough to go all the way around, but I can show you just a couple of the sides. Or even 3. I don't think it's going to go 5. But if I just pull that up, you can see what a difference that makes already.
Yeah, that's cinched
and
it.
that just gives it a bit more strength as well.
Yeah.
So I generally go around a couple of times just to give it that
added oomph.
Strength, yeah. And when you've done that, then you pick a side and you start to do a bit of peyote. So for peyote, all you need to do from here, I've just taken the needle off now, but you pick up 2 beads and you miss 2 beads here, go through the next 2, pick up 2, and then you've got an odd one on the end.
Yes.
But you can see that here. If I get the tail out of the way again. Oh no, that's a new one I've joined in somewhere. So you can see on this bit, hopefully.
Do you want me to pick it up?
I don't know, can you see?
Have a look at that, Dan.
Getting closely?
There you are.
Yeah. So you can see you've got 2 beads and then 2 and then 1.
Yes, you
right
can.
on this top end.
Yeah, it's like pairs, and then 1 by itself, isn't it?
Yeah, but it works. So where there's 1, you put 1 on. Where there's 2, you put 2 on.
Got you. Perfect.
And then when you want to measure it, I can't do it on that because I've got a dodgy finger.
Oh no!
I got a bit.
Right?
Is
that a bite?
Yeah, I got a bit on Monday and then my hand.
You are
so
joking.
I had to take my other ring off because it just all swelled up.
Felt a bit squeezy.
So when you want to measure it, you need to decide, because you've got 5 sort of points on your base of your ring, you can't have it exactly even.
I get you.
So I would join this. Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Off screen. I would join this side to either this one or this one.
I see, depending.
Yeah, so you're going to have a little bit more space on one side of it than you have on the other. But to measure it, just put it on.
Yeah.
And I like to use them on my big middle finger. If it's a big ring, I think you need it. And then keep your thread on.
Yeah.
And just pull it round. And if it meets, that's not showing very well, is it, really? But you can also, you can see, hold on to the thread.
You can see how it's going to be like
kind of bring it
zipped in.
underneath the ring, and then you can see whether it's going to fit or not.
I get you.
Once you've decided that it's going to fit, then you just roll that over. Ignore the ends here. And I've finished off with a 2 bead. On the ends here.
Yeah.
Can you come in a bit closer, Dan, again, please?
You can indeed.
That's better. Except now I feel like I'm holding it up too far. Right. So you've got 2 beads on the end of here. So you're going to go through 2 beads on this side here. Now it does get a bit tight because remember you've been through all these beads twice.
Yes.
So they're quite close together. So you need to just wiggle and squiggle about a bit to get your threads through. And we've got a bit of a thing going on here.
Random bit of tail.
Yeah, it's a bit of fluff from somewhere else. So through those 2, and once you've gone through those 2, then you come back to the strap and you go through the 2 on the band, strap, whatever you want to call it. And then you come back again, so you're going to miss 2 on this side and go through the 2 towards the end. So if I kind of leave it loose, you can see the whole structure. And if I put if I put them underneath, hopefully you can see that thread path.
Ah, yes. Yeah, that's a good way of doing it.
Can you see that?
Yeah, you can.
So you've got 2 beads from there, 2 beads from here, 2 beads from there, back through the single bead here.
Yeah.
And when you want to attach that, you need to go in from this side, otherwise it'll put a twist on that bead.
I get you.
So you come back to this side and go back in through there.
Love it.
And if you do that, pull it up. Pull that up there, and that up there, and you've got a knuckle duster.
I would wear that happily. That's mammoth and I love it. Thank you so much for showing us that. What a great way of showing it. Nice and easy to see, isn't it? And you too can create something like these beautiful rings here. Should we dive on into a little thing we like to call a price avalanche? Yeah, go on, let's. Well, technically we've already started it. It's going to be nice and quick, says Liam. Those are Liam's words. And we are going to start off at $23.95 or less. This is coral that has been fossilised. So basically, this is fossilised because, you know, maybe hundreds of thousands of years ago, there was coral, seas receded, and then silicon elements moved in to take the place of the fossil, et voila. We have fossilised coral. You have got here a beautiful colour palette. It's really vintage looking, and the thing is, from afar, it maybe doesn't look like much, but come a little bit closer, and you're going to be able to see. Is that a song? Come a little bit closer, baby. It is. To Become One by Spice Girls. What a corker. I am bringing to you, look at that, $19.95 for you today for the beauty and the quality and the luxury that is a Mother Nature sort of snapshot. $19.95 for you today. I think that's a beautiful strand, something a little bit different. So next price is either going to be $19.95 or less. Let's dive into number 5. I have got for you a beautiful multicoloured beryl right here. All of these colours are the real deals.
Nice.
What do you like about this strand?
I like the muted colours.
Is that your kind of palette? Yeah.
No, not really, but I like that.
Isn't that interesting? There are some gemstone strands that just make you go, actually, I am normally this type of person, but you've changed my mind a bit on that one. And I do like that. It's kind of those powder colours, isn't it? Powdery colours, delicate colours, genteel colours. And I'm bringing them to you entirely natural. These are your beautiful beryl. And we are bringing this wonderful beryl to you today at £19.95 for you. Imagine, I did this charm bracelet for you earlier on the mid-show. It's sterling silver with rhodium plating, and it came with these charms on it, but you are meant to sort of attach other gemstones to it. Imagine doing like a Morganite-esque colour here, an aquamarine colour here, a heliodor colour, etc, etc. I think it looked beautiful, really nice. I also did the turtle charm for you earlier on. It was very, very popular though, so it might have sold out now. But, you know, I just think that's a lovely kind of way of maybe using these individually. Well done at £19.95. Don't forget, I've got this coming up for you too in this hour, which quite frankly looks like something off of Red Dwarf. But it is something actually off of our own planet. It does though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What did you say? What about coming up very soon in this hour, but you don't know when? And that's how. It's the mystery of the avalanche. How's about I bring you this zinging colour right now? I love this colour. This colour is energetic. I did sequins in a kit before. Yes, genuinely. On the mid-show, we had 2 kits with sequins in them. And my lovely guest designer, Jo, actually put the sequins together, and the impact of colour looked like this. So if you manage to get that kit, this could be quite a cool one to put with it. I love this colour. I think it's zingy. This is the type of colour. I have another job whereby I work with young people who are aged between 6 and 18. This is the type of colour that, say for example, I don't know, we did like an after school club and we were like, let's give out prizes, let's give out sweets. If one of my members of staff turned up with sweets of this colour, I would be hiding them at the back of the cupboard. This is the type of colour that I can imagine Give it to a young person and just sending them sky high. It's hyperactive, it's exciting, it's like a sugary, engaging colour. It's not edible, it's calorie free, and it's only $14.95 for you today. But it's a zingy colour, it's an out of this world colour. It is that type of colour that if it were a sweet, you'd imagine it to be, you know, filled with sugar, wouldn't you? It's bright, it's zingy, it's exciting, it's exotic. Do you know, it's a touch of like neon signs that you'd see like in Vegas or something like that. What do you mean? It's that kind of colour, isn't it? Although it's not neon appetite. Fresh.
It's a fresh colour.
Yeah, that's a good point. If you went outside and you saw this colour maybe in the sky, you'd be pretty chuffed, wouldn't you? Because it's like perfect clear sky colour, isn't it? Launched, sold over 100. I've now got, what did you say, Poppy? 9 left. 9 exactly left. 9 only. I love this stone. Remember we were talking before about opal and what you'd expect to see in opal. This is a type of opal.
Wow.
It's magical, that, isn't it? Totally different. Do you know what this reminds me of? Oh, caramels. Bake Off's back soon.
It is.
So, you know, get ready for a bit of Bake Off. Bake Off and crafting, there's very few things more satisfying. This is the kind of colour I imagine creme brulee topping. This is the kind of colour I imagine being sprinkled atop a croquant bouche. Oh no, you've made a mistake, Liam. Should be $22.95. We're part of the avalanche though, so we're going to have to match the price. These should be $22.95. Absolute bargain coming in on screen. $14.95 we're taking these two. I've got 4 here. You might get 5 or 6. It depends on the size of yours. You might get 4 too. 70 carats worth as a guarantee. They are £14.95. I think they are beautiful. I really like them. They look delectable. They really do. And the fact that that is, you know, really individual colours shining through these, it just looks wonderful. It really does. 70 carats worth for you today at £14.95. What a phenomenal opportunity for you to get your hands on these. Keep dialing. And moving on to, oh my gosh, I got 5. I got 5 of them. I love this strand. Labradorite. Looks all right from afar. Up close, the colours you see dancing under the surface are amazing. Have a little nosy. As soon as you see clarity in a labradorite, you know what happens? You go, oh great, I've got clarity. That means I'm going to have nothing else. But look, you've got so much in this. Let me just show you.
You've got some more peacock colours, haven't you?
Oh yeah, completely. Look at the colour there. So it goes, hi, my name's Boring Grey Gemstone. Oh no, it's not. It is a myriad of colours you're getting underneath the surface of this. You're getting beautiful violets, wonderful blues, rainbow colours in here. You do have to see it at home to really appreciate the beauty of this, because it is just a standout strand. If I put black in the background of this, you can see it as well. £12.95. We are in the midst of our avalanche right now. $12.95 is your price on this totally and absolutely real deal natural gemstone. That effect you're seeing is referred to as labradorescence. Yeah, it's basically just to do with the way in which this gemstone forms. And essentially what happens is light gets trapped in between the structure, and the way in which it skitters gives you this plethora of colour. It is a divine look. It is a beauty, and it truly is. Just one of these as a conversation point. I mean, look at that. Just one in a ring. Look at the way that colour just moves and translates. It's almost like an optical illusion, but that effect is totally the real deal. I've got to move on. Got to move on. Oh no, can I not do 11? Please. Thank you. I never asked for much. I love this. This is ages ago now, but I was on holiday on a cruise ship. I love this.
I was on a cruise ship over Christmas, and they had, and I cannot remember the brand now at all, but they had a fully encrusted octopus design, and they were selling it. It was 5 figures. This is one of those quirky elements that is so quirky, it is so in right now and chic. I think this is beautiful. You have got here a wonderful charm that is ready and raring to go, and this is something which Thomas Sabo are working with, something similar. Well, I don't know, would you say that's similar? Is it similar, Sylvia? Which do you prefer? Be totally honest.
I can't see that one.
Hang on, let me bring it closer. There you are.
Oh, I like them both, but
Yeah.
this is lovely.
This one I'm holding.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Thomas Sabo has got a beautiful individual sort of pendant, let's say. It is currently standing at £98. Ours is solid sterling silver. It has this really cool, sneaky little loop at the back as well, look, which you could literally just thread onto chain, because that is mammoth, isn't it, that little loop. Done dusted, £12.95.
Gorgeous.
Can't say fairer than that. And that is genuine white cubic zirconia that you've got on there. So it is a beautiful look and quality and effect that you've got here. It's fabulous, isn't it? It really is. If you do want to treat yourself to it, 0800 644 655 for you today. Just £12.95. I love that. And remember, you can use the tentacles that are sort of fully closed as little loops on if you want to. Okay, I'm moving on to more sterling silver now. Oh, that is beautiful. Just that as a ring. Solid sterling silver.
Oh, very pretty.
Pretty, easy, simplistic, but beautiful. One of the big trends for I quite like it as a ring. It doesn't quite fully go around, but you just finish it off with maybe some cord or whatever, couldn't you? It is a connector point that we've got here. This is where this hour starts to get even more interesting, says Liam. That is solid sterling silver for you, right? Pardon? Wow. Right, we're at 6:95, yet we've still got 21 minutes approximately of the hour left. We have to go to 6:95 or less next. We've still not brought you that pre-night yet. Oh no, genuine gemstone. 6:95 or less, that's going to have to be. Oh. Lots of you need to check out your baskets on this one, I'm being told. If you do fancy grabbing it, then absolutely do so. Lovely as a connector. You know those slider bracelets we do, like the cord one I did before, that had the sterling silver thing? You could literally just put that in the middle, and that would look beautiful. Just that on the middle of a slider bracelet, because you can then use those lovely links to add, you know, your own charms from, for example. Also, quite a nice way of adding a little je ne sais quoi to your extender as well, because sometimes extenders are a bit, well, let's say it, bland. This has got a little bit of something extra about it, hasn't it? You could add beads from this as well, loads of different types, maybe your seed beads or even your Swarovski. Actually, on my Facebook page as well, which I did put up some pictures from Vogue. Vogue are talking about their biggest jewellery trends for autumn winter, and one of them is chunky chains and one of them is statement earrings. One of these in each ear as a twist on the statement earring chunky chain trend, I think is quite a snazzy idea, if I do say so myself. 6.95, well done. I'm going to move on to Hammer Effect connectors. These are beautiful. Look a little bit vintage. Look a little bit like something Baldrick would have dug up on his Days in Time team. What's his actual name? I just know him as
Tony
Baldrick.
Robinson.
Tony Robinson. He must find that so annoying. I bet loads of people do just call him Baldrick. Probably not to his face. Anyway, solid sterling silver connector as I'm bringing to you here. We're going to match the price on these ones. You're getting 3 of these for £6.95. You could use one as a connector in a bracelet, And then you've maybe got 2 for your set of earrings and add a little nice dangle to the other side. It is solid sterling silver, so it's just a nice way of adding a little extra je ne sais quoi to your designs. It is textured on both sides, just to let you know. And also, don't forget, if you buy bracelets such as this and you're thinking, I don't really want to add a big long length of chain to it, what you can do is cut the chain here, add something like this to it as sort of a more subdued and subtle way of extending that bracelet, if it makes sense. So there's plenty of things that these are very useful for. And don't forget, of course, you can use it for your mixed media designs as well. These are nice and flat, so you could always post them if you wanted. You know, if you post gifts to people, these are the types of things that will go through. Guess what time it is, says Liam. Oh, you fools. Gold is what I'm going to bring to you now. Fool's gold is probably something you knew when you were younger, right? We've all heard the term fool's gold. Fool's gold is another name for pyrite. And fool's gold is called fool's gold because back in the day, when you used to find this in the ground, you would find it a lot of the time alongside gold mines, and people would suspect that this was gold. However, it's not, and there was a sort of an old-fashioned way of working that out, which was, if you get a piece of this out of the ground and you bite into it, you aren't going to be leaving any marks. You're not going to be left with many teeth either if you do it too hard. Whereas with gold, you will leave an imprint. But that is the way they used to discern the difference. Because out of the ground, this looks like gold in its purest form. What I've got for you here is your wonderfully mystical fool's gold with a little bit of an added twist with this mystical effect, which I believe goes so well with the Swarovski I'm wearing on my finger. It's almost impossible not to love them both. What do you think of those? So this is a genuine gemstone. It is your fool's gold, and you may well have seen this in specimen and raw form before. It is something that you can get in museum, gift shops, etc. You may well have seen this before. It's quite unusual to see it strandable. It's more often to see it as something that maybe you'll have as a little bit of a curiosity. I really appreciate this strand because, and I realise what I'm going to say right now is a complete antonym of each other, but I love the fact that this feels quite vintage, but also feels very modern at the same time. And I know that sounds really, really odd, but it's kind of a juxtaposition of itself. I think because of the kind of shape and also the submetallic sense of it, when you feel it, the weight of it, it feels quite vintage. But because it's kind of angular and kind of always sort of metallicized, it feels quite modern at the same time. It's edgy, but it's ancient. It's modern, but it's vintage. It's a complete juxtaposition of itself, and that for that reason, I really appreciate it. This is a genuine gemstone. It too is £6.95 for you today. Same sort of look, same sort of effect. Another submetallic gemstone such as this, and we're bringing it to you in this beautiful stranded form for just £6.95. If you do want to grab your hands on it, now is your chance to do so. Don't forget, if you're watching on the repeat, welcome future people. If you are watching on the repeat, all of these discounts we've done today, morning show, mid show, late show, in about 16 minutes, they are all going to go back up to the original prices. So it's last chance, basically, for you to grab these. So if you do want to grab them, seize the moment right now. I'm going to move on to, where did that come from? Some more silver, this time in your stars. These are really, geometrics are really on vogue right now. I really like these stars. I think stars are brilliant as gifts because, well, let's go around the team. What do you think of when you think of stars? Let's start with yourself, Sylvia. When you think of stars, what do you think of?
Moon and sky.
Beautiful, yeah. The moon and the sky in the evening. Dan, yourself, what do you think of? Space, I love it. Kerry, when you think of stars, what do you think? When you wish upon a star. Beautiful, yeah, wishing upon a star. What about yourself, Liam? I already know I wish I hadn't asked. But I have, it's too late. When you've been a good boy, yes, and you get like an A star. Yeah, an achievement star. What about yourself, Michael?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. I love it. I love it. Yeah, totally. That is the thing though. I think stars mean loads of different things to loads of different people, and therefore I believe it's a brilliant gift. So whether it's a celebrity, whether it's the Walk of Fame in LA, in Hollywood of course, whether it's the night sky, whether it's wishing upon a star, whether it's an A star or an award star, I think these are beautifully giftable. And also, if you're a paper crafter like myself, you will know that these are great ones too to maybe write a little sort of poem or verse to relate to do with stars. They're a great gift. They are solid sterling silver. Solid sterling silver, remember the beautiful high shine quality. That means that 95% of the light that hits these spins back into your eye. That's more light interaction than titanium, more light interaction than platinum. So it really shines beautifully too, which is always a great idea. £5.95 for you today. If you do fancy getting your hands on it, absolutely do. Well done, absolutely every single one of you. I'm going to move on now. You do get all three for that price too. We're moving swiftly on to show you everything. Go on, which one? I love this. Can I just show you one of them?
Of course.
Have a little nosy. Look at how intricate they are. They're a bit lacy looking, I think.
I'm going to put my other specs on and have a closer look.
I can tell that you mean business when those glasses come on. I think these are beautiful. I love these swirls and spirals that you get. They're almost like the octopus tentacles we had before, actually. You were getting solid sterling silver, and these work back to back, and you've got the big sort of loop, the circle that goes through the centre. So you could thread these onto pretty much any material, couldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, they're very pretty. You could even
go on.
Stick some little beads, all tiny weeny, micro-faceted in those little holes.
That's an adorable idea. Yeah, give them a little bit of an added zhuzh, a little bit of an added sparkle. There are three of them for £4.95. If you went, because you can get charms that have big holes on like this. Like I think of Pandora when I think of this kind of shape with the hole running through. To be able to get three of them for £4.95, I think they're great. Because use them on a stretchy bracelet, tie a knot in that stretchy bracelet. These can loop over the knot, no problem, can't they? And kind of hide it. I brought you those three small stars. I'm going to bring you one big star pendant now. These are the ones I brought to you a second ago. Stay. Oh. Liam's saying the star I'm about to show you is the type of star that he would deserve. The big star. The big star. That's the size I've just brought you. This is the one I'm bringing to you now. Sorry, that was the big star eating the smaller stars. Because Liam said that he is the big star, and these ones are the donuts that he's had today, because yes, Liam has had 3 donuts in total today, ladies and gentlemen. I have got for you here your beautiful big geometric star. So what we could do is earring, charm bracelet, pendant, job's a good one. And £4.95 for that, and it is really a 3D design as well. A great deal there for you, whether you're using it with your seed beads or your wire work or your lace even. It's a beautiful look that you get in there. £4.95 for your 925. Beautiful luxury look there. Nice and weighty too. Very, very pretty indeed. Ooh, and up on my bracelet. That'd be quite nice. One of them on. Your moon and stars. Just an idea. Keep dialing. £4.95 we're up to right now. Whoop! Slippery little gem. Let's go on to a little bit of wild thing. A dung dung a dung a dung. Tiger's eye might make your heart sing. A bit of an irregular shaping we've gone to on this one. And I kind of like it. I don't mind that. I think it's nice that you can do sort of asymmetric designs. What we love about Tiger's Eye is the way the light moves in these.
Can you see that? It's kind of cool, that, isn't it? It's not just a stripe following you. This is something really, really individual and unique. I am currently in the JewelleryMaker prize avalanche, and we are at £3.95 on this beautiful, genuine, natural, natural gemstone. If you fancy it, you can treat yourself to it right here, right now. Even if this was just a simple bit of a restrand, maybe use different spaces in between so they're a bit more even, and just have that as like a casual necklace that you flink on, you know, when you're nipping down the shops or something. This is, for me, that kind of stone that actually, because of the chatoyancy of it, if you're wearing this and it catches people's eye, it's the type of gemstone strand that could save you money in the long end, in the long run. No, truly, bear with me. If you're wearing this, and everyone's eyes are drawn to the chatoyancy as it moves, no one's looking at your face. Save money on makeup. It's a thought, isn't it? It is. It could work. Anyway, well done to you all. Oh, not 22. Oh. Yeah, I do. For seed beaders. That could be quite a cool shape to work with. Have a little nosy. These are your pinch beads, and they are created, singular drill hole, but they are created basically to use in with loads and loads and loads of different seed beads around cabochons, etc. These are your pastel Montana colour. You're getting 50 guaranteed to a strand. I don't think we normally do these by themselves, but they're very, very useful for, you know, spacers, for using as part of beading, for outside frills. I'm going to match that price to the last one. We're bringing them to you today at £3.95. That's it. We do not do these by themselves as a general rule, so seize this moment whilst you can. I'm guaranteeing you a 50p strand there for just £3.95. And remember, with things like this, you can sew them onto backing foundation, which I had for you earlier on. Not your backing foundation, your beading foundation. You can sew them. You can thread them onto things like your beautiful brooch backs as well, which I've got coming up for you right here, right now. Janet's checked out on that. Well done to you. A collector in Conway's in. Nice work to you. I've got Durham. You've just checked yours out. Greater London. You've just come through on the telephone and multi-bought on those ones. Nice work, one and all. I am moving on to the brooch backs. They are going to sell out. I'm going to bring the brooch backs to you now, and these ones are your silver colour brooch backs. Oh, there's a staple in there, usual. And let me bring to you your 10-pack of brooch backs here. It's up to you what your medium is, but for me, you could use these no matter what your medium. I actually can't think of a medium that you could not use with these. Could I use resin? Yes. Could I use seed beads?
Yes.
Yes. What about shibori? Yes. I could do polymer clay with these. I'm bringing you a pack of 10 for £2.95, and I will just show you these are the ones with the safety sort of lock to them. So you pull that section around, face the right direction to lock it into place, and then same the other way around. And voila, there we go. £2.95. Genuine silver plating over the top of these. So remember, it's not silver colour or silver flash, which is sort of a quick dip and it's gone. And this is your beautiful silver plating at £2.95. That is about 29p each, isn't it, ish? Let me bring the rose gold variety now, which is a colour we do not see so often.
See, when I see that, I see it's a shame to cover it up.
Is that what you think instantly?
Yeah, absolutely.
You just want to show this then?
Yep.
Do you know what? And the thing is, you could have like loads of tassels and seed beads or something like this, and almost have it as like a tie pin or something you just put on your lapel, couldn't you? So that you could see some of the rose gold shining through. What do you like about rose gold?
I don't know. I just love the colour.
Just talks to you, does it?
Yeah, love it.
We are bringing to you another 10 of these, and it is £2.95 today. So grab it whilst you can. I will be honest with you, my boxes stop at 24, Petal. He's asking me to do 26. Have we got any tassels? I've got no tassels. Can you see any tassels? No, no tassels can be seen. No.
Just grabbed myself on there. We'll find them. We're on it. We're looking for some tassels. Tassels. Dan, I'm a nosy on your tassels. That sounds odder than I wanted it to. There you go. We have got £2.95 for you today. I haven't got purple wax cords. My box finishes on these. Sorry. Should we do it off a picture? Let's do it off a picture. Will you forgive us? I'm about to bring you ABZX54 now. That is the code. And it's 10 metres of purple wax cord for you, Michael. Do it from my iPad. I've got 1 minute, Michael. Do you think I'll do this in time? Tell us the code again. ABZX. Oh. 45 seconds. ABZX54. It's purple wax cord. Picture wax cord and now make it purple in your own mind. There it is, look. Et voila. It's £1 for a whole spool.
Ooh.
It's £1. Sylvia, thank you so much for today. It's been great working with you. When are you on next?
September.
September at some point.
Oh no, I think I've got a Monday before that.
All right.
I think.
Keep your peepers peeled and you'll see Sylvia's name popping up, I'm sure. Thank you so much for today. Have a fabulous weekend and I will see you soon.
Jewellery Makers, this weekend is August Bank Holiday and we have a jam-packed weekend for you. We've got aquamarine trilliants, very excited to